I like my waters like I like my blood. Red. Is that a thing?
All right, Tim. Vampire? Hey.
All right, go ahead and let's go ahead and lead us in here over there. Thanks.
Hello.
And welcome.
I don't think my mic.
We're already live. And,
I don't think
just
my
so
mic's
you know,
working.
we can't hear our mics. I think that's what you said.
No, I can hear myself perfectly.
I can hear Anthony.
I can't hear myself.
Yeah, I can hear
can't?
myself great.
I'm not in here.
Feels good. Feels good to be back. Feels like it's been a while.
It does. Okay.
Hello.
Can you hear yourself,
I
Maureen?
can,
Okay.
yeah.
I can hear myself,
Hello.
too. All right, guys. So,
yes.
But I don't
sorry,
like to hear
folks,
you
for, Dane is not here. Anthony, stop wasting that.
Are you kidding? You just...
All right. So,
Some sort of flavor device.
That's
welcome to the
right.
Q&A Thursday. We are the Rag Company team. This
Hello,
time,
hello.
Dane's gone.
And welcome.
Dane's gone. Dane is on the Jagging Off Adventure 2019.
Jagging Off 2019 has
Yep.
been
Yeah.
an adventure that we've been looking
So
forward
far.
to for almost a month now.
Almost a month. We've been hearing thoughts, rumors,
Yeah.
rumblings, some call it.
We wish we were jagging off with Dane.
I wish
Honestly.
I was jagging off with Dane. It looks like he's having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of more of a solo thing for him.
Yeah. It's
but-
more fun when you have more a group of friends that
He's
all
a
lend a
group kind
hand.
of guy.
Hopefully he
he's
sport
like,
tracked to the dumps before he went.
He probably did do some sport tracking.
He probably tried to take the toilet with him through security.
Well,
It could have
between
fit in his bag.
it's an exciting week for Dane. Dane
But-
has acquired
but it's
two
my
new
Porta-John.
vehicles, right?
Two new vehicles.
Two new vehicles,
How
and
many times in your life have you acquired two vehicles at once?
I have never done that.
right?
So he has
Nate,
acquired two vehicles.
Two vehicles at once? You ever
Yeah.
never done two vehicles at once?
Must be nice.
No? Morgan, two vehicles at once?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I've never done two vehicles
No.
at once either.
Well, and that's what you get when
Two
you go
vehicles,
on the
one
Jagging
Dane.
Off Tour 2019.
Jagged Off Tour 2019,
So-
two vehicles at once.
So basically, here's the deal. So Dane picked up his Expedition Sport Track.
Explorer
It's
Sport
a-
Track.
It's one
Sport.
of them Explorer sport
It's an
trucks.
sport truck, and
truck.
which we checked out this week and is pretty cool.
It's very grandpa-y, but
very
great.
gold.
Yeah.
Very
Lot,
champagne.
there's a lot of
The champagne of Explorers.
It is. There was a mount for a CB radio, so you can
There
tell
was.
how old
the screw holes were there for it.
yeah.
So he can actually
That's
pop a
big
new one
tan
in.
Four.
So he's probably listening to this right now, and he's probably dying laughing. Hopefully, maybe,
Or screaming.
or he's screaming, or he could be
I don't see
enjoying
the Dane
his
show.
new
Yeah.
Jaguar.
Don't see Dane
so.
show up
See the
here
Dane
yet.
show?
So
But he is on his way to actually go pick it up. He's down in Frisco, Texas. He went to meet up with Brandon
Tomorrow,
from
yeah.
Detailed Review
yeah,
last
our
night.
friends at Detailed Review. He was
So-
hanging out with them.
He's
Looks like
out.
He's been having some fun so
They,
far.
they took the Charger out and did
Yeah.
some racing
Listen,
around.
listen to the new Tool album, is
Yeah.
from what I can tell, and then
100 miles an hour.
so you guys can follow
You went down to
Dane
Mexico or something.
Great Dane Films on Instagram. You can actually follow his whole story.
His whole
Had an
story.
In-N-Out platter.
He had a,
he did.
An
It
entire
was-
I don't think
fry
it's
thing
called.
of ketchup.
I don't think it's called a platter.
He had a whole
But it is a
chalkboard
box.
thing full
I
of
think
ketchup.
It's called a
He,
trough.
he must really like
French
that
fries?
ketchup, though.
French
Have
fries,
you guys ever
ketchup.
had In-N-Out
and
ketchup?
well, it's
It's
funny
much
because I'm like,
different than
Dane,
regular
you know how to take an appealing picture of food, but Dane likes to fight the man, so he sends the picture of the aftermath.
He always takes the aftermath.
And I'm like,
photo.
Dane, I'm like, you didn't take the before
That was
picture when
delicious.
it was pretty.
You see that? That's called cheese paper.
Yeah.
That's not what we want to see, Dane.
So anyway, guys, welcome. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining in. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. And we're going to answer some questions. So right off the bat, Hans closing. Still have to wait 5 more minutes. Yep.
Waiting's over.
Hans
Where's
came,
over,
Hans
Hans?
came a
We're
little
here.
early, but he's here to stay.
Yep. He's
Yeah.
ready. Danny Israel, when Dane is away, the kids will play. Yes, Danny Israel and I have been texting back and forth all day today. It's been rather fun.
Yeah.
Hans says, yay!
Yeah.
Kirby Thompson, I hope Dane gets to try our local Whataburger on this trip. Kirby, he's already not done that.
Yeah, he's at
They went
In-N-Out
straight
Burger.
to In-N-Out.
Yeah.
He
And
did
he
go to the
hates
Gas
chain.
Monkey Garage last night.
I have always
Speaking of chain restaurants.
Yeah.
doesn't
Well,
make
isn't a
really a lot of
Whataburger?
It
Isn't that a
it's
chain?
a Texas chain
It's a chain.
in Texas.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No,
Okay.
Texas burger place.
good.
It's
Okay.
delicious.
Okay.
Georgianne, good day. Hi. Hey,
Yeah,
Georgianne.
that's too tall.
G. Davis in the house. Glad to see they're using the intro music. Your intro music, Hans. I assume it was probably some kind of dubstep of some sort.
No, it was a very tropical sounding,
nice. Yeah.
Like I felt like
maybe the.
felt like I was in the Netherlands.
Oh, it's the Netherlands.
A tropical. Wait,
Yeah.
do they have tropics in the Netherlands?
Yes. No, they don't.
Okay, sorry guys.
Christopher Beard already told my girlfriend ahead of time if she tries to call me between 5 and 7 p.m., I won't be answering because I'm watching the podcast. Me being the lucky guy I am, she's cool with it. Yeah, Chris.
You should just bring her in on this and say, "Hey,
That's
do you
awesome.
think this is fun?" And she's gonna say, "Not at all. This
Yeah.
is the worst. Why do
I'm
you like
lucky
this?"
because I get to be in it.
Yeah. Well, we're
Okay.
very happy to have Forrest Gump here in
The
this.
next day, Nate from the back.
Yeah.
All right. Han says my
From
intro music.
downtown.
Question mark. Here's Yoshi. I don't think it's a matter of gets to, more of actually goes to Whataburger instead of multiple trips to In and Out.
Yeah.
We're not kid ourselves. He's going in and out every day while
Yeah.
he's there. G. Davis, what's playing now? Sounds very Hans-like to me. So again, tropical music, Hans.
Yeah.
Hans says it's kind of like a help desk. Calling a help desk. And it's way more music. It would be rock. If it was his music, it'd be rock or metal music. So you know that about Tom. So Kirby Thompson says Nate fills in for Dane.
Yeah.
Hello.
Next day, Dane is here.
Next Dane.
Next Dane.
Yoshi says he has a jagging off Texas plate ready to print if he'd ever set up a get together.
Wow.
Nice.
I would love that. Just to hang on Dane's wall.
Just a piece of paper, even.
Jagging off in Texas.
Oh, Dane's solo trip to jagging off in Texas.
I like it.
G. Davis just saw on Fox News an Idaho man has been detained at a Texas truck stop for ranting about their lack of Bordeaux and quail eggs.
Yes.
Oh, Greg, that's amazing. I love it.
Oh man.
Bordeaux and quail eggs.
Oh man. That hurts. That was a.
Let's just
What's
hope
gonna happen
Dane.
as soon as he takes control of that car?
Let's just hope he doesn't get caught jagging off with his headphones in.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
no, no headphones.
Oh, Tim,
Um,
At least
hello
not in the
all.
car.
We got Into Detail Premium Car Care says, I love to learn more about your brand. Do you have a brochure online? Okay, this is a good one. To know all the different microfiber products that you sell, to know what towel is the best for your cleaning needs.
No, we just have our website that has.
We had one. It's right there.
Hold on, let me pull out this brochure from 2012.
So this was a brochure that we had in
designed
store.
by Dane Hennon himself.
Is our LinkedIn on the back?
And
Yep.
it was great. There's a lot of old school products in there that we actually still
some of them we carry,
some
some
we
we
carry,
don't.
some we don't. But
There's
we have our website. Easiest way to
funnest
do that
thing-
to see what we have to offer is theradcompany.com.
We've got a new website, which
It's-
has got way
it's
better
new, it's
information.
refreshed. It
Nate-
looks
Nate
awesome.
worked on that. Got it all looking
I
sharp.
think you'll really like it. A lot of people have been liking hanging out on the website and doing their shopping as of recent. So check it out.
Yeah.
Got Sydney in the house. Hey
Yeah,
y'all.
Sydney says, "Hey y'all."
Hey,
Sid,
y'all.
aren't you driving? I think
No,
she's
she's
driving
not.
down to Utah right now.
No, I think she's on the
No.
road. She
She's
is on the road. Yeah.
She's probably live streaming this so she could listen to it while she drives,
Wow.
which is something I would do.
Is it?
Yeah.
Would you use headphones?
I would. I'd probably have headphones in unless I was Bluetoothing it over the car speakers.
Oh, true.
But let's say I wanted to roll the window down. A little
So-
harder to hear. I like
Or
to
put in
it
your
over.
wired AirPods.
Yeah,
So
or
was
wired
this the
AirPods.
inventory that we had before Jeff said we need more?
Probably.
This is before all of our customers requested that we need more, and
Yeah.
this is
Adam
old
Thurman
school.
says, "Sup, friends."
What's up?
Sup, dude.
What's going on? Oh, yawning.
Dan Pfeiffer.
Too soon. Dan Pfeiffer says, word up from rainy Minneapolis.
Oh.
How many cars do you have this week, Dane?
Well, I just
Dane's got 5 this week.
Dane is,
5 cars sitting in his
so
driveway.
he has not sold the Miata or the Volvo
Well,
yet.
He's got 4 because
Yeah.
he added the truck.
Yeah, right
And now tomorrow
He'll have 5.
he will own the 5th.
Yes. So the way I see it is Liz will be obviously taking. The C-Max is hers
she
now.
doesn't go anywhere.
But she
but-
takes that, and I think she will be acquiring possibly maybe the Miata for her, late night date nights
I think she
with
needs
the
to learn how to
girls.
drive stick.
She doesn't know how to drive a stick.
You know what?
She should
We are going to convert the Miata to an automatic.
Are
5
we?
cars
That's
sounds
nice.
exhausting.
It's going to be very exhausting for Dane until he sells 2 of them.
Because when he gets that Jag, it might seem fine, but in a
Well,
week,
what's going to happen
what's
is
going to happen? I mean, it's
the
all
Miata and the Volvo are instantly going to be put in the driveway,
No.
sitting outside. Dane's going to be pulling that Jag in.
Yeah.
He's going to be wrapping it in bubble wrap.
washing it with diapers.
washing it with diapers.
Dane's not going to be washing his car. He's going to have us wash his car.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's
gonna be
gonna
washing.
say, so hey guys, I think we could make a video.
should make a
today."
So do you guys want to do a live video on washing my
No,
Jaguar
not
today?
really. I want to watch you do
No.
a video.
What about an
We
upper
have-
control
you guys,
arm bushing
this is the thing,
video?
We have to make
Yeah.
Dane do his own car now.
Well, the thing is Dane is going to say, hey, guys, this is a really cool car. I'm like, we know it's awesome. We think it's the best. And he's like, a lot of people would love to see this thing getting
No,
washed.
a
And
lot of
I
people
said,
wouldn't.
no, a lot of people like
You
to
wanna
see
see it.
cars like Honda Civics get washed
Or
and
Hyundai
Mustangs.
Or BMW 3
Common,
M3s.
yeah, M3s, common
S10s.
cars, S10s, Tacomas.
Some people have oxidation on their tents.
And I say relevant
Or
cars.
their top 10.
People,
Yeah.
cars that are
We
relevant
can
to other
do it.
people. He's
Yeah.
like, well, a Jaguar
There's a
XKR is
lot of
extremely relevant. I say,
ideas.
no,
I'll do it.
no, it's
What's
not. It's too luxurious and too nice for most of us.
True. So
Yeah.
anyway, Dane will have 5 cars, and he's gonna have to learn how to wash them all. That's
Yeah.
basically
So,
gonna be happening,
Triple
so.
C Detail says, hi, everybody.
Hi,
Hello.
Triple C. Kickoff says he liked the vids of the red Eclipse.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, Tim's car turned
That
out
thing
awesome.
was a crazy transformation. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
disgusting.
Yep.
Not anymore.
No offense.
No
Tim,
offense,
sorry,
Tim.
Tim.
Sorry. Talking about you.
Kyle Howe says, do you have an ETA for the new secret IK item coming out? What
is that?
secret IK
What secret
item?
IK item are you talking
What does
about, Kyle?
IK mean?
Whatever it may be.
Ick
IK Pro
item.
2? Yeah, we got him.
What's the new secret ick item coming out?
Ick.
Well, we can't release much.
Yeah, it's the
No.
IK.
You guys
Um,
have to stay tuned. Follow the Rag Company on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Just stay tuned.
I think everybody here in this Q&A already does that.
I think they
I think
do.
these are our most loyal
True,
followers
true,
and fans of
true.
the Rag Company. So I think
would say
we're
yes.
preaching to the choir.
True.
Yeah.
Just stay tuned. Dan, I'm late today, and Dane isn't even here. Oh.
I know.
Yeah, that's all on Dane. So
My
make sure
favorite OC.
Make sure you send a horrible worded email to Dane, letting him
Yeah.
know how much he hurt your feelings, and what you want in recompense now that he owns 5 vehicles. So Dane at theragcompany.com.
Yep.
Focus RS.
He
No
probably
need to
won't see
fear.
it for 3 weeks, but we
I
can
am
still
here.
try.
Yeah, you may not see it for 3 weeks. No need to fear. I am here. Good morning from Australia. Awesome to see you guys stepping up the quality of the cast. Levi Morgan. Next day, Nate, and that
up.
weird guy who's proud of owning a Civic. Smiley face.
Such a weird
This
guy.
guy's my
Yeah.
favorite OC.
Wrecked Vandal says, so whoop.
was it English? Was it very
was a
English?
great accent.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
very
that.
English. And we got Tug Bankert says, I am tired of getting paid to lose. I want to win.
I want to win too,
I also
Tug.
do want to win.
So see if you can buy Dane's Miata. That might be a win.
So here's the thing. It worked for Dane. Dane got Liz from that Miata.
He did.
Right? He
pulled
pulled
in
Liz.
Yeah.
So the way I see it is you get a Miata, you go top down, you go a
get-
couple bros deep, you pull up to the boardwalk full of beautiful women, and you say, hey, I don't have room in here for you right now. I'll have to drop my friend off, but if you stick around,
If
I'll
you
come
just
back.
hang out and wait for
you
me.
hang out and wait for me.
It's
I'll
a
come
20-minute
back.
drive over and back,
to
so it's going to
pick you
be
up.
about 45 minutes, maybe.
How would you like to go
Round
for a
trip.
drive in this Miata?
Wait
It's
here.
got all of 105
And if-
horsepower.
if she
It's
waits,
a blast.
Then you know it's meant to be.
Well, but
Yeah.
so here we don't have a boardwalk. We don't have any of that fancy stuff you're talking about.
Well, yeah.
You
Yeah, but
put
other-
the top down.
other cities
You
do.
cruise on maybe the I-84.
Oh, yeah. okay.
Wait
It's
about
a
30 minutes
scenic
getting off at
parkway.
Eagle.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then maybe you pick up a young lassie at Witch.
Yeah.
Which?
Sandwich
Great
place.
sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious sandwiches.
Bagged sandwiches.
And
I
then
like
head
them.
up the 55
Up to the mountains.
up
I
to
see.
the
Oh,
mountains.
Secluded, nice secluded area.
Keep
Yeah.
your momentum going up Horseshoe Bend
Right.
Hill.
Okay.
and I'll make it up the hill.
All right, so we got Jeff Redman here says, when repairing stone chips without using Dr. Color Chip, do you have to fill and sand, or can the DC method be used? Good question, and the DC method cannot be used if you're using traditional paint. You're just going to be smearing it, and you're going to make a mess. Yeah, you could sand it off, but you could potentially be sanding away other paint that doesn't need to be sanded. So, when using traditional paint, if you were to use the little dropper method, I would focus just primarily on the chip and take your time and build up multiple layers. Now with Dr. Color Chip, you can make a mess because you can clean it up. Now, I prefer the Dr. Color Chip. I always think it's worth the extra money, and I love having a couple kits on hand for the vehicles that I owned or that I'm working on. It is a good investment, and if you get good with it, it's something that you can make money off of. If you don't want to go that method, then I hope you're a very patient person, and if the chip does fall out in the future, have plenty of paint and have a very clean little dropper for the next application.
Yeah, have fun with it.
Yeah.
Han says that folder needs to be laminated to keep it looking mint.
We have
I
about
think we have a few.
we have about 10,000 of these in Jeff's office.
We probably don't. We probably have like 5 total.
Okay.
Our
hold
luck.
off.
Sid says she is driving. Called it. And Siri is her best friend. Apple CarPlay is where it's at.
That must
So,
be nice.
is
I don't
she-
even have an aux cord.
So she driving just says, "Surrey, live YouTube, please."
I don't think her name's Siri.
Yeah.
It's Siri.
Try again.
Siri.
Surrey,
Siri.
Siri.
Siri's the-
like Tom Cruise's kid.
Oh yeah.
Surrey?
No, that's not what Sid's doing. But okay.
No?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and
Focus
continue.
RS is
So,
back. Says Levi
Tiny.
Ant. Have you seen the detailing videos from Stauffer Garage? When doing the seats of an interior, he sprays them down with an IK9 style sprayer.
the
Style.
style.
Again, style. I reached out to Stauffer
Poster.
and offered to assist with some products.
Product
if he
knowledge.
needed, some product knowledge.
He had questions on towels,
Tools.
things like that.
Items that maybe he might need to know because he does seem like a general hobbyist. I have not heard back. So
Yeah.
good on him using a IK style sprayer.
And taking drill brush to the next level.
Yo, he took it right
he
up
took
to the neck.
he took
brought
drill,
it
he
out.
took drill brushing, and he made that a thing. And when people are like, "Hey, don't drill brush the Alcantara," he's like, "Don't worry." He's like, "We're just gonna get after it."
We're gonna
And we're like, "Don't do that, please, don't do that."
Check out this degreaser.
Is
I bought at
drill
Home
brush
Depot.
drill brush the new SiO2
Drill
buzzword?
brush all the things, man. I drill brush myself in the shower. It's painful. I bleed a little bit,
but it exfoliates.
but it does.
Amazing exfoliation.
But you get,
No.
but you get here.
In all seriousness, though, he makes some pretty satisfying
It's-
content. And I think a lot of people really like it.
I'll just say this. I am amazed that for the past 20 years, I did not time lapse all my details that I
Yeah.
did.
Like all one big time lapse.
No, just like every car
Just
I did.
anything.
Everything I time lapse. Like, it'd be
Just-
amazing. Fascinating.
We were just talking about this the other
You guys
day.
could see some of the grody stuff. like-
Detailing has
Satisfying.
really come into the media spotlight.
yeah, impressive stuff. Anyway, kudos to him. I love his channel. It's good stuff to watch. I enjoy watching it. So, Rectangle, I see that famous blue Evo was at the HQ today. How was that there? How did he see that? He's all the way in another city.
Now, how did he see that?
That's weird.
Somebody
take pictures of it?
Weird.
Probably Jimmy.
I don't know.
I posted about it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Well, it's
Morgan did.
Morgan's
Okay.
fault. All
Yeah.
right.
Focus RS says, I've always been worried about applying too much product liquid and it absorbing into the foam and maybe going moldy or affecting the foam.
Oh, what?
Oh, he's talking about just
The carpets
spraying
and
too much
stuff.
product
Yeah.
into the seats and things like that.
Oh.
I wouldn't be. I mean, it depends. I mean, is it basically you're never really going to soak something and not let that air dry, right? If you're sitting there and you're like, you already live in a humid area and you're saturating it and it gets cold and damp and dark and it goes into a garage and you never touch it again, maybe it would make mold.
Yep.
But other than that, though, I think most people give their seats adequate time to dry out, and most seats do dry out. I mean, hell, I got those Del Sol seats,
Yeah.
right? And those things came from probably a junkyard and probably sat with the top down forever.
Did you pressure wash those?
I did not. I steamed, I vacuumed, I scrubbed and steamed and vacuumed and scrubbed
You what?
and steamed and vacuumed and scrubbed, and then I IK multi-sprayed,
Okay.
and then I zapped it out.
Yeah.
I didn't pressure wash them necessarily, but I did basically do everything to get them as clean as possible.
So what people don't know is you actually can pressure wash all that stuff. The key
can.
is just don't put it all back in the car until it's dry. So if
Yeah.
you're realistically like Stouffer does, is you're pulling stuff out of the car, pressure wash it. It's your best friend. Realistically, it saves you so much time, so much energy. But you need to have a spot that you can put them out in the sun, and you need a warm climate
Yeah,
to
and,
dry that stuff out.
and a
quick.
0-degree nozzle.
And a 0-degree nozzle. Which just, tears
You're
it
just
up.
Zorroing
Just
these
laser beam.
seats.
It's like a razor
Just-
blade.
Oh my God! He cut
You like
that
this-
seat in half.
Cool embroidery I'm doing.
I
Yeah.
wrote my name in your seat later.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No.
Bob West 251. Dane sold me a VLB in store last week. Always fun to stop by, but my bank account might think otherwise. Well, Bob, that's one of the fun things about Dane. He took the money that he made from that VLB and,
And
went to
put it
go
towards
buy
the
himself a
Jag.
Jag.
I love when Dane sells things. And I love when Dane actually sells things as
Yeah.
like not like a salesman, but just as a person doing customer service. Like, I like this product. This product works
Yeah.
really good.
That's great because it's real.
It is real. Yeah.
And that's what's fun about
I
it.
know.
Danny Israel. So Colorlock's flight gets canceled to Florida due to the hurricane, yet the storms in Boise were much worse. Go figure. Danny, the funny thing was they were in Florida. They flew to Florida, did Matt's channel, did Obsessed Garage, then flew back to Phoenix, and from Phoenix flew to Boise.
Yeah.
So that they made it to Boise.
Yeah.
So they were able to not only make it to Florida, but to Boise. And yes, they didn't have power when they arrived.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was fun.
Sad.
Crazy.
Christopher Beard, question for Levi. What was it like going from working at your detail shop to working for TRC? How are you introduced to TRC, and did you have concerns joining TRC? Good question, Christopher. I looked for nicer quality towels. I got tired of scratching cars. I thought there has to be something better out there. I started seeing, I started seeing folks on Facebook and Instagram. This was early 2013, and started looking for towels, searching for different things, trying to learn what I could about microfiber. And it wasn't until I showed up here at the rag company when I found that there were 3 major companies in the U.S., and one of them was located in Boise, Idaho. So I thought, why not? Let's go say hi. Took me and the guys down. They had just opened this first storefront out of the garage, and we started talking. I bought a bunch of product from them. I think I spent about $200 that first day. Spent 3 hours here, and then I was hooked. The next day, we came back, bought more. I think within the first month, I spent about $2,000 in towels.
Great.
And that was it. But I started just showing up and befriending Jeff and Carolyn, talking to them, asking them questions. They had ideas. They wanted to try this, try that. Remember, the owners of the rag company, that as they purchased the company in 2013 or 2012, didn't really know microfiber itself used in conjunction with auto detailing.
Yeah.
Jeff was a project manager and Carolyn was an echocardiologist. So the two of them really needed some help in this field. They had a few friends that worked for them and things like that that could help kind of show, oh, this would be great for wax or this would be great for sealant, but nobody physically in the trenches, so to speak, using it daily. And I became that guinea pig, and my shop became that guinea pig for a lot of the towels. And then Jeff and I just became really good friends. I started doing a lot of customer service for them in the evenings and weekends on the side. And then one day Jeff asked me, how do you come work for me? And I had a shop with 7 employees, and I needed an exit strategy, and I needed some time to figure that out. So it took about 6 months from the time that I was offered the job till the time I was able to sell my shop and come work here full time. But that's kind of how it was. As to the who do I answer to, going from being a small business owner and not having to answer to anybody to having a boss. My boss is Jeff and Carolyn, the owners of the rag company. So we have a really great relationship, and I don't have to, I still kind of have my own schedule, but I've always been an 8 to 5 Monday through Friday guy. So that's kind of what I just went into. The difference was I didn't have to stay late, and I didn't have to, physically work as hard anymore. I'm kind of like I say,
It's a lot of work.
like a cop. I got a desk job, easiest way. No
Yeah.
longer working the beat, so to speak. So,
Nice. B to the A.
but
I
it's
like
nice,
that.
yeah. So that's how it worked for me. But I still
it's-
detail on the
it's
side. I
kinda
still do
really
stuff
nice.
on the weekends. I've actually got 2 cars, one for Friday and one for Saturday. So, and I'm thinking the Friday car may not get done till Sunday. So, but yeah, so I still do it just because I enjoy detailing. But yeah, that's it. So, Carnuba says, "I'll see you boys at SEMA. Get ready for some hugs." We're excited about that, Zay.
Heck
It's
yeah,
gonna
dude.
be fun.
Yeah.
Lerenquin says she is beautiful. Lol.
Thank you. It's a Murcielago.
Yeah, really cool little car, huh?
Really
It's
cool.
orange.
Love this thing.
Pretty dope. Alexander Donfield, watching you guys while I ceramic coat my new truck's chrome rims, which I just learned is chrome clad and saddens me. Yes, you can somewhat coat chrome, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to hurt it, coating it, and the benefits you're going to achieve by coating it is going to outweigh. But you may have to coat them again. That's all. So Anthony G. Davis is asking you a question.
Oh, G. Davis says, Anthony, it was a bold move on your part to put 96 to 2000 Civic Turbo Kit on your wedding gift registry. I'm proud of you for prioritizing yourself so early in your first marriage. Thank you. My first marriage, I definitely am prioritizing.
Usually people don't find that out till like their second or third.
I know. And you know what? I'm just laying it all out there. You know, we all know what I want. We all know what my goal is. And I think going with the Turbo Kit from eBay is going to be probably my best bet for a happy marriage.
Yeah.
And has that shown up yet?
Not yet.
Did anybody buy it?
Of course.
Oh, okay, good.
Somebody bought
Amazon?
Nice.
it. No, eBay.
CX Racing?
What was it, an Amazon wish list or eBay wish list?
It was just a registry wish list.
Did you put it under the
Amazon
your website?
influencers?
Yes,
Oh,
it was under the
okay,
website.
very
You
And
didn't
so
actually do that, did you?
no.
I
Okay,
love,
I
I love how
really-
serious you and I are about it, and then we
But I
we
really,
tricked all
I
of them.
really, honestly, truly would have believed it.
All of
if
them.
you told me
I
that
was
he
not
did that,
tricked. I know,
I would have
you
been
were
like,
not
I
tricked, Nate.
believe it.
No, so we got Bob West says, you can't diss the Miata anymore. New ones have 181 horsepower. Haha, I'll have you know, mine rips up bogus basin. Now, there's no denying that. We know that Miatas are fun, and I have been shown the ways of the Miata.
I don't
True.
think anybody's ripping on Miatas.
Yeah, none of us rip
I
on
know
it.
plenty of
Now-
people with Miatas.
Yeah,
I
I
am.
think they're great cars.
We're just saying
a lot of fun.
Dane's has a hard time going up Horseshoe Bend Hill. That's all.
Yeah. Well, when he's got Liz and Callie and all of his other stuff in the
Which
car.
He's not
The
supposed to.
toilets.
It's
Not
only
even-
seats two people.
Not even
sticks.
mad. I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
Well,
Impressed.
I know.
And his
he
dog
fits-
is as big as he is.
He fits quite a bit. Well, and he's also got his 1970 tiki bar that he sticks out of the, the
Like-
trunk of that
I
thing.
forgot he's got to take that with
Yeah,
Little
so
Christmas
he-
tree antenna ornament.
Yes,
Yeah.
he won't let that go.
him. Luke Berge wants to know if he can FOMO and R. And no Iron Brew today? Luke, we are sans Iron Brew today. We got busy, didn't have time to pick some up, so
What's
Anthony
that?
actually made
Apologies.
his own.
Yeah, did you make your own iron brew?
he's
You
trying.
can tell the difference. I would like to talk about the
It
difference
is pretty
between
orange.
your color and that's what it should
What
look
is that,
like.
Mio?
So,
So
I'm
someone
not.
here is a crackhead and it's him.
Okay, listen. Don't be afraid of flavor, right?
just
That's
flavored water.
been my motto since I was a kid, right? I want flavor to come up to me,
Oh, I've never heard
punch
that
me in
before.
the face, because I like flavor.
Just figured.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What?
Triple C
Yeah.
detail. What do you guys think of the new Grios Garage Polisher? I just got mine today to review, but wondering what you guys think of it. Triple C, we haven't even touched it. So
Yeah,
sorry,
I
man,
saw.
don't have a
I've seen
review for
pictures,
it.
but I have
Yeah.
not seen it in use or felt it for myself.
Yep. Focus RS. Luke, what's O&R? Is that the original nacho sauce? Luke, no. You can't foam O&R, says Aaron's so-called life. Focus Optimum no rinse. G. Davis says, if anyone can foam O&R, it's you, Luke Berge.
And if anybody can foam nacho cheese, it's also Luke
It's
Berge.
also Luke Berge.
You can foam O&R by...
I don't know if I want to foam it that way, but
Speaking of
You
nacho
could.
cheese,
roll it down.
You could.
Oh yeah, let's go down.
bring it up. We're at the bottom there.
Speaking of nacho cheese, I wonder if Dane has had a chance to pick up some gas station nachos on his
Ooh.
drive yet.
Oh.
No, Dane made sure he got plenty of Slim Jims. I saw his backpack.
Yeah.
It was filled with mostly just Slim
You know,
Jims
the
and
pencil
Red Bull.
holders are just
And I
filled
said,
with Slim
Didn't
Jims
you
in his
pack
backpack.
clothes too? And he goes, no, well, I got a camera to vlog,
Yeah.
and then these are just my snacks for the airplane.
So it was Slim Jims and then the Tostitos nacho cheese dipping sauce
Oh, that's right. He had that because
that
he,
you can eat cold or warm,
but he had
depending on what you're
filled-
into.
He had put like a 14-pack of Red Bull in his suitcase.
Some
And I
Frito
said,
scoops.
do you have clothes in there? And he goes, I did, but I couldn't fit all this Red Bull in my bag. So it's mostly Red Bull. I got some socks and like a T-shirt.
Some of that concentrated
and I
Red
said,
Bull.
Dane, you're going to be down there for like 5 days and you're going to be driving back. And he goes, it's fine.
It's got AC.
It's got
and,
AC
and cooled seats.
And air conditioned seats.
Really?
So he was coming back with just Red Bulls and
Yeah.
Slim Jims.
So I envision Dane
those nacho
naked
cheese things.
in that
I don't
Jaguar.
want to.
think you
'cause
should
that
be
is
saying
gross.
that.
I
Just
think
just
At
we
all.
think
I
it-
think we need to
should
talk
cut
move
about
on
the
from
feed.
that.
Okay.
Cut the feed, Tim.
I'm
It
just
wasn't
saying,
supposed to get
long
to you.
drive,
No,
right?
no.
It's like the
We've
scene.
been on long drives with Dane. He doesn't
'Kay.
do that.
Have you guys ever seen Ace Ventura 2?
Yeah,
The
when it gets
scene
hot.
when he's in the Rhino?
It gets
Yeah.
hot on those rhinos. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, you get hot when you're inside a Rhino. All right. Ryan Ellinger, what's your guys' method for cleaning pads after you're done with
Breaking
the
out of the
detail?
convertible
Ryan,
top.
we use we have pad washers, Anthony and I do, so we just clean them as we go. I usually put my pads away dirty, and then I don't clean them until I start my next detail. That's kind of how I do it. The other way is we just pay.
Which is
we
not,
just
not right, but it's just that's how it works. That's
Levi
how.
doesn't care.
That's how I do it. It's not going to hurt
You
it.
either clean your grill after you're done with it, or clean it before you use it.
Yeah. I clean it before I use it.
Yeah.
But Anthony
That
likes
was a
to
good
use.
analogy. I
Anthony
like
likes
that.
to use Dane
I'm a griller.
and let Dane wash him. Dane's a great pad washer.
He is. He usually has a little bowl and he sits there with his hands and he just hand washes them.
It's some of the finest pad washing I've ever seen.
It is.
So if you'd like to hire Dane to come out and wash your pads, just send him an email, dane@theragcompany.com.
He's got a Jaguar payment as well, so
Yeah.
I think he'll be
Again,
happy
he
to
has
do it.
a
so.
email reply time of about 3 months, but
Just so you know.
eventually maybe he'll see.
You
it.
might be able to get a hold of him on Reddit.
Yeah.
So, Luke Berge, I'm going to figure out how to do it. Manny Martinez, thoughts on Ammo NYC car shampoo? Manny, we haven't used it.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Luke Berge, I use a wire brush on a drill in the shower. I lost a lot of weight and lost a lot of skin.
That sounds horrible.
Ouch.
Manny, just go with Optimum Car Wash Soap or Meg's Hyper Wash. It's good, but not affordable. But if you haven't tried Hydrate, try it. I love it more than Bead Maker when it comes to a drying aid. Oh, Luke.
That's
Focus
quite the
RS
statement.
says he uses a drill in the shower, but it doesn't have a brush attachment.
Oh.
Gross.
Oh no.
Oh.
Tom Kirby
Yikes.
Thompson, Levi plan lay down a
Well,
coating over my
no.
PPF using CarPro Skin. Should I do a light clay and polish of the PPF or just surface prep spray? PPF is about 6 months old. Kirby, clay the PPF. Do it very lightly so that you don't scratch it. Give it a quick light polish. Wipe it down. Coat it. Luke says, my ex wanted her interior detailed. I used a 5,000 PSI hot water pressure washer with a 0 nozzle and carved in everything. Luke, you are savage. He is also your worst nightmare.
I just think of that Carrie Underwood song
Yeah.
where she
right?
trashes his.
Oh.
Okay, go for it.
Adam Thurman says, how's the SEMA prep coming along? Excited to see the adventure of SEMA from TRC this year.
Oh, dude.
I think it's going better than
It's,
last year.
Yeah, we're on target a lot more on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we're excited.
Right now we're working on uniforms, so we got to get that handled, and shoes.
Yeah.
But everything so far is in production.
Matching ghillie suits all around. I can't wait.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. We're gonna pop out.
Yeah.
Scare everybody.
Yeah.
Luke Berge said something horrible and mean. Said,
Yeah.
send help. My truck's up on jack stands with the turbo ripped off and the bed off, and I'm sanding and painting the frame. Send help. I'm losing motivation. You can do it, Luke. Get in there. Get in there. Do it. Do it.
So
Get
the,
it. Go.
the turbo's ripped off and the bed is ripped off.
Yep.
What are the what's the correlation?
Yeah.
He
So
just needs help.
Is the turbo in the
He
bed?
wants everyone
so
to
is
know
the
that
is the
it's
bed
half
in the turbo or the turbo's in the bed?
I think
Did
they're
the
both
turbo-
together.
The bed.
Sid says past or present. What is all of your favorite towel? Not necessarily most used, just favorite all around.
I think just like the towel that we just like
Towel
when
that you just like.
maybe
So,
you just like to feel and touch and play with.
One towel that most people don't know about me that I really like is the car wash towel.
Care to elaborate?
It's
I'm
just
a big fan.
It's a really great towel.
I
Just
like
plain and simple.
the versatility of it.
I do. And what people don't know is it makes a great drying towel because it's just a basic
Yeah.
80-20, 16 by 27, 24, one of those
Good.
sizes, but it's perfect. Like, it's weird how good of a towel it is. And
It is.
like,
People
if
love
you-
car wash towel, yeah.
If you're just new to microfiber, that's probably going to be one of your favorites and easiest to, walk in the door with, so to speak, because it
Yeah.
comes in all different colors, comes in that larger size, which is nice, and it's very versatile. That's
Can't
me.
go wrong with that 365.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nate, favorite towel?
I
it's
just said it.
So it doesn't have to be the one you use the most. It's just the towel that you just like.
I like my 365s are broken in, and they are very nice. They're very just. It's just a great feeling.
Put some miles on
All-purpose
them.
utility towel.
Mm,
You
yeah.
need to clean some windows, just grab it. Clean the interior, grab it. I mean, it's just nice to. The Eagle's a great towel, and that's nice for the finishing, final buff. But 365s are just nice, or
Yeah,
like a black
yeah.
creature.
Black Creature's also a good one.
Yeah.
Morgan?
Well, my type, that's my type, is I was gonna say
Broken
the
in.
365, but I don't want to say that now because Nate did. So
Minor.
I want to be a little. I want to be a little
Drago.
different. And I think I want to
Spectrum.
say the FTW towel
Oh,
because
yeah.
recently I've actually started to really enjoy it.
Yeah,
Fall in
that's
love
good
with
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
Great towel.
What
Blue or
about you,
orange?
Anthony?
So I think we've all beaten like a dead horse.
The 365.
The 365 is a great towel that can do it all.
Mhm.
But I think one of my personal favorite towels that we actually no longer sell, that some people may have, was the first gen Everest 800. Now, the Everest 800
That was a good
had
one, yeah.
the satin banded border. What I liked about that towel is that it had a very interesting weight and feel, meaning that the fibers themselves were actually shorter, but it had a very dense feel, a very floppy,
They're very thick.
yeah. So
they were
the-
heavy. They weren't thick. They were
so
just
they were
heavy.
heavy. So basically, they were still thin enough to do everything you needed to
Yep,
do.
Yep.
So the 800 that we have currently, that is not the same 800 that I am
No,
speaking
but
of.
the original 800 material is on the Smitten drying mitten.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. And
Or
it was
no,
just
interior mitten.
yeah, it
It's
was
on the
just a
interior mitten.
good material, and that was actually, if I remember right, that was a factory mess up
Yep.
that we ended up just really liking and
Mm-hmm.
continuing to roll with. So, if you have any of the old 800s that have the satin
Yeah.
banded border,
My other
it's a
favorite
great
that
towel.
I ran into yesterday that I forgot about, Avalanche drying towel.
Oh yeah,
Found a couple boxes of them back there,
Yeah,
old ones.
yeah.
Good stuff. That was a 20 by 40 Eagle drying towel, basically, is what
Yeah.
it was.
It was thick.
It was very thick and big towel, absorbed a lot of water. It was really nice. I think Dane made a bathrobe out of those or
I
something.
think
like
Dane
that.
still uses those as bath towels at his house with Liz.
That's,
He's gonna
okay.
use that as a car cover for his new Jag.
He's gonna go. Wait, there's a box. Let me go get those.
Yeah.
and I'll do that. All right, Keto John. All right, Aaron's so-called life. Chemical Guys released a new ceramic coating in a gel form. What is your thoughts on it? Do you think it will last like a spray coating? I don't know anything about that. I haven't even seen it, Aaron.
I'm
sorry.
waiting for the powdered version, personally. So you just
What it is, it's
puff it on.
Comes with a
and then you
scooper.
spray some water on it, and it's done.
Yeah, I like the paste version.
You put it in
Yeah.
your blower on reverse.
Yeah,
just-
just yeah.
All right. Keto John says, hey, guys, love the content. Luke Berger, y'all got banker job hours. I was working 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily for a while. Thanks, man. Keto John says, Dane looks different? Question mark. Adam
Yeah.
Blackwell, what's happening,
This is
TRC?
what a Jag does to
What's
a
your
man.
thoughts on the cloths that come in the Rupes Deluxe kits?
Oh.
Loving the show.
Well, I'm not going to offend
We're
Dylan
not
by
gonna
saying
talk
this.
about those.
Yeah,
That's all.
he likes them.
Yeah, they're just so you know, they're not Rag Company towels.
They're not right company towels. Yeah.
Luke Berge says, I'm more greasy than Dane working elbow deep on the Volvo.
Does
Oh.
Dane work
did
on the Volvo?
Dane doesn't work on the Volvo. There's no Chilton manual
the
for it.
survey
so-
showed that was a lie?
He can't.
Well, yeah. There's no Chilton, no Haynes manual, so he said I just can't
it's
do
a
that.
unicorn car. It's very
Very rare.
Volvo
The
V50
rarest, safest cars in the
forums.net.
world.
Volvo our design
He's a
V50.
mod.
Yeah.
Warren Mullet says he's driving home from work. Thanks,
Nice.
Warren.
Thanks
we
for-
appreciate you
thanks for
listening to
tuning
us. Luke says, Adam, good for checking oil. Let's hear your best That's What She Said joke. I'm definitely going to try foaming nacho cheese. Heck, I'm going to try foaming nacho cheese on myself.
Oh my god.
And looks like one of my long-lost cousins, Kevin Swisher. What are the benefits of short throw polishers? What situations would you want a short throw, and which would you want a long throw? The Swisher family is a family name in my family, so there's a possibility, Kevin, you and I are related. So benefits of a short throw polisher. Short throws are great when you're working in tighter areas. They are good in removing swirls and damage, but they're not great at fully removing heavy damage and scratches and things like
Yeah.
that.
I also
So
think
you
there
would need a
are.
long throw to do serious correction.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit safer for a beginner as well because
Mm-hmm.
they can focus on smaller areas at once. And typically, your shorter throw polisher is also going to be less powerful, and so great for beginners, to learn on whether it's a Harbor Freight or Porter Cable or like a 75 or even a Duetto. I mean,
Yeah, that's
Those
what
are-
I've got a Harbor Freight
Yeah.
guy.
it was pretty easy for you to learn, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's very easy, especially with just the DA.
Yeah.
Well, what's great is, like we've always said, you can take that little Harbor Freight or Porter Cable and put a 3-inch backing plate on it
Yeah,
and
turn
make it a
yeah.
3-inch polisher.
Yeah.
And that really wakes that little machine up and
Oh,
it
yeah.
turns it into something great. This thing will not stop moving.
Yeah. I want to do a hydro dip on my Porter Cable,
Oh, that would be nice.
like a camo
Like a
hydro
wood
dip.
grain?
Yeah,
Or
wood
ca-
grain.
or
That'd be nice.
that.
Or
So I
camo.
see a lot of people have modded their Rupes, right?
Yeah.
I
Like
love my
great-
Rupes,
like
but I think
great
it already looks
mods.
cool.
Like
Right? I
with
think it
my
already looks
tank.
cool as is, right? I love to hydro
my
dip the border
workhorse.
cable.
Yeah,
Get that
that'd
thing.
be-
Some
yeah.
maybe some
Sweet.
camo on there.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Some like wood grain. Maybe some
Yeah.
Well,
some
you know,
diamond plate.
Porter cable, the
Look
workhorse
pretty
of the
good.
industry.
Yeah.
It-
Luke Berge says that 4-pack of Red Bulls that you gave the rental car attendant in New Jersey.
No,
was
we-
that
no,
the ones I gave
we
you.
we drank those, Luke. We drank
Yeah,
those.
no, Luke, we drank those and then we left them at the hotel. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
we didn't drink 'em, and then we
everyone
did,
that you gave
gave
us,
some
we
out.
drank. We had bought in Red Bulls.
We had a 4-pack in our hotel, and that's what we gave.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a couple things that we left behind for the people.
We
working
were
at
gonna
the
bring
hotel.
White Claws, but
yeah.
No
we didn't.
claws with the
We left
law.
those.
White Claw, no law. All right. So
Yeah, that's it. That's what it is.
No
That's what I was
claws
trying to
with
say.
The law.
Yeah. G. Davis, according to Facebook Marketplace, Dane's Miata is
we'll get there.
overpriced by $1,600. That's a lot of pad washing.
So that's about half of the full total of what he's charging.
Oh.
Yeah, he is a little overpriced on it.
He's about 50%
It's-
above.
Greg, it's called sentimental value. It's got a lot of sentimental value because, like Anthony said, that's
It's
the
called-
car
he
got
hand
Liz
painted
in.
that.
It
It's
only
called
has
style.
And it's
217,000
hand painted
miles.
by Dane Hennon himself.
It's-
Hand painted.
worth its
Can't-
weight in gold.
Can't buy that.
We got Warren Mullet says, "Chemical Guys pad cleaner works really well."
Oh, nice.
Good. Luke Berge says that explains a lot. We have Ian
Egan.
Egan
Egan.
Moose Grove.
What's up,
The
Egan?
Grove of the Mooses here says, "Hello, TRC. Finally tried bead maker on my wife's car and mine. I had insane gloss, even on my silver WRX. My car actually looks cleaner than usual."
Awesome.
Well, that's
the
good.
effect.
Yeah, that's the
Just
effect. That's what we want.
That's hopefully what happens, but we're glad you like it. Spread the word. It's a great cult that we're in. I mean, it's a great industry that we're in. Focus RS says, "I can vouch for a personal pad washing session from Dane. His hands are soft and get into every book and cranny."
Every book and cranny.
He censored himself.
So
Love
nice.
Books.
JC, do you have any advice for someone that is starting a mobile detailing business and wants to get more clients? Also, I'm from Puerto Rico and a big fan. Awesome, JC.
Heck yeah.
Man, any advice that wants to start a mobile, let people know that's what you're doing, man. Like, just let them know that start with friends and family. Put it out there on your Facebook or Instagram and let them know. Let everybody know what you're doing. It just has to grow from there. I also really recommend, if you do wash people's cars or you're working on their car, ask them if you can take photos of it to post also, and then tag them.
That's one of the biggest things.
That's the biggest thing. If you tag the customer, even if it's from your personal Facebook account, you
Their
start
friends will see it.
and your friends, their friends will see it and they'll want it, and
It's
that's
like
how it grows.
And it's like a mentality of, I want my car detailed if
Yep.
so-and-so can get it. Oh, that person just lost their job. I know they can't afford that, so I'm going to show them that I can afford that too.
or
and
I'll
you're
get
like,
the bigger package.
and you're like, why am I battling over these people that are,
It's all right. You don't need to battle. You just make the money.
On my Instagram, I made
kidding, yeah. Just-
story page of
Yeah.
detailing.
Yeah.
In hopes
Well, and
of,
I saw your lovely bride
So-
also.
So here,
No, but I saw your
so,
lovely bride posted a picture of some of your handiwork. the other
everybody
day.
out there,
Well,
DM
all
for
the-
inquiries.
So here's the deal with Next Day Nate. So Next Day Nate, he clays. So
clays.
he
He's-
offers claying services.
Yeah.
So he can clay
fit
bar your
anything
car.
in his
Clays.
garage.
They call me the clay pigeon
Clay bit.
because I'm knocking him out of the sky.
Okay.
That didn't
Cut
really make
that
sense,
guy off.
but we'll
All
get
right.
there. We'll get there.
Tim, can you turn his mic off?
No,
Luke
please
Berkey
don't, Tim.
says, or call him at 1-800-FUN-DANE to get your pads cleaned today. Warren Mullet, my buddy has some scratches on his truck, a few in the paint. Any recommendations on how to make the deep scratches appear less terrible? You
Wet
got to
sand.
buff them, wet sand them, buff them, just make them less visible. That's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
Luke Berge, I'm putting T304 stainless up pipes and a wicked wheel on the turbo.
Does
And the
this
bed
guy have a
is off
Duramax?
For better access, he's got power stroke up there. Luke's a Ford man.
Luke, I used to work in the diesel performance industry, so I know buzzwords of wicked wheels and whatnot, up
Yeah.
pipes, EGR, deletes, stuff like that. Yeah, I know. I'm
Nate,
aware.
Oh, Nate used to be one of them diesel bruvs.
Yeah.
I used to.
Bruvs.
Used to be, still am.
He had a dirty Max.
Dirty Max.
I did. Hell, it was a lot of fun.
How much was that pushing? What kind of stuff do you have?
Oh,
on
it was stock-ish.
there? Had them torsion bars
Two.
cranked up.
kind of what we were expecting. All right, so here we go. So Warren Mullet, are we down to him here? So
No,
we have
the rectangle.
Rectangle says, which towel is the biggest one? So the biggest one
In your personal opinion.
is actually going to be the Dry Me a River Senior.
26 by 59.
Yeah, it's a big towel. Very,
towel.
very big towel. It's a big one.
See,
Not to be
senior.
confused with the big one, which was a towel at one point.
Big one was a good towel.
The big one, yeah, it was a good towel. So here we go. So Luke Berge says, also putting on new exhaust manifolds and adding pillar gauges.
Oh, sounds
Well,
like
Building a race truck.
sounds
Luke-
like he's. Well, she ain't much,
we
but she's
getting
souped
money?
up.
Yeah.
Jay,
Why is the money going away?
Hey,
Look at all that money.
No,
That's
it's
nice.
not. I'm loving it. Keep it coming.
Oh my!
all right.
It's going straight to Dane's Jag Fund. Jagging
Yeah.
off tour 2019. Here we go.
Luke Berge says also,
yeah.
Danny Israel, SSX blog cleaned their muddy side by side with a pressure washer spinning brush attachment and spinning zero tip. Oh, Lord.
Wow.
Efren Aguilera, what is a good paste wax? The original paste wax was delicious, was the Master Shine. Amazing.
Oh, that's right.
paste
I do
wax,
remember
great
that in
stuff.
the tin.
Tin,
with
silver
a custom
tin can.
label.
You can only pick it up from Master of Shine, the HQ. Alexander Donnefield said something bad. Mickey Mixstein says he got a new black furred furcus and has
ficus.
swirl marks and rain spots. What should I ask the detailer to do to get it truly looking new again? What would be a decent price? I'd probably work on getting a paint correction done on it and plan on spending at least $500 in North Carolina. Luke Berge says, my glass is looking dirty. Can I foam wheel acid to clean it? Luke, that scares me when you say that. I'm not going to answer it. Luke, can I get one of those Everest drying towels? We didn't have any Everest drying towels, Luke. We had an Avalanche. Rectandle, I hate cleaning glass. Luke, do you all remember the podcast where Dane replaced the spark plugs and some of the sound effects Dane made? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
That is also great.
It's a great podcast.
Mickey Mixstein, thank you for the $5.
Yes,
we
and
appreciate
Thank
it.
you
hopefully,
very much.
hopefully
Yeah.
we answered your question that you're want to get a paint correction. Probably looking at around $500.
$500,
give or
yep.
take. Shop around, look at reviews, see who is the most capable of doing that.
Yep.
Ask them. Say, hey, do you use Rag Company towels? If they say no, then
Then don't
find.
trust 'em.
No, I'm just kidding. Just be smart. Check out reviews.
And look for groups, some of the Facebook groups
Yeah.
like Detailed Review or American Detailer Garage, or even the Rag Company.
And you can jump into
groups
there and you
and,
can actually ask to see if
yep.
anybody's local to them, and they'll be able
Yeah.
to find somebody for you.
That's the best way to do it too. G. Davis says next day Clay, he'll also rewire your house. So Mickey Mixstein, $5 says,
I
can
will,
you answer my
actually.
question in the chat?
Here we
Second
go. We got him.
$5.
Thank you.
Hans Closing, biggest is the Eagle blanket. You're right, Hans. That is the biggest towel. Bob Wes, they're getting through all comments in order. They'll get to yours soon. Aaron's, the problem with mobile detailing is water supply. Do you think it's okay to use customer power and water? That is something you ask when you are setting up the appointment with them. So ask that first. Some people will have no problem. Other people probably won't like it. So I always plan on.
That's something I'd
backing
always
it up.
thought about if I wanted to do
Yoshi
this.
says they go down the line answering questions. You just have to wait for them to get it. Bob West, maybe use O&R primarily for mobile detailing. Not sure how realistic that is. Mickey Mixstein says, thanks. You're welcome, Mick. John Medill, I've never caught you guys live, but I always listen to your podcasts and watch you on your YouTube channel. Well, thanks, John.
Thanks for joining us.
Welcome. We appreciate it.
It's a good time.
It is a good
Anthony, your
time.
turn.
So we have, so he says, haha, okay. Yep, got you, man. And then if we come down here to Ryan Ellinger says, what is the name of the purple pearl looking towel with the TRC logo on it?
You done
I've
did
seen
it.
in multiple of your videos. I've been trying to find it on your website, but I can't. So that is a good question. I think we should probably address this. So the purple pearl, or the pearl, as we say here around the office.
Yeah.
We
But it is the purple pearl.
It is the purple pearl.
The
It
pearl.
is a Korean pearl. It is a 70-30 blend. It's a really nice towel. We have yet to do an official release of that towel at this point. Mainly for there's a couple different reasons, but we've kind of been holding off. We want to eventually do a release of it soon. The thing is, right, and here's the hard part. For the longest time, we've been training people when it comes to the pearls, right, that an 80-20 blend is sufficient when removing and leveling a ceramic coating using a pearl weave. The pearl being that it has a different style of weave and doesn't dig into the pores of the paint as much as maybe another style of towel would. It's pretty ideal. Now, the 80-20 blend is perfect because it also doesn't absorb too much of that coating, right, leaving more coating on the surface and less on the towel. The hard part about the purple pearl is that it's a 70-30 blend, right? So it goes against that theory
Yep.
of being able to absorb. So the purple pearl, why we can say, yes, it would work on ceramic coatings and would do a great job. It's almost too nice of a towel to use on ceramic coatings.
Especially if if you're one of those people that toss towels when you're done.
Yeah, and that's kind of the hard part because most of the people buying our pearls and have been loving them are using them as a one-time use and tossing them after their coating jobs and have had great results. This purple pearl is too nice to toss, so it's a matter of, kind of retraining people to say, hey, this purple pearl is really nice as a 70-30 blend. Would you like to maybe use this on your interiors instead? Or maybe would you like to use this on some glass cleaning or something else?
And one of the things that we have noticed that a lot of people really like is they do work really well with the G-Technic coatings.
Yeah.
They also work very well with the thicker coatings like Fine Lab, some of the self-healing style stuff. So in the line of like May Vinci, Fine Lab, things like that. Those towels work really great on.
And we had really good luck even using them at the recent wrap clinic that we had with 3M.
For wrapping cars.
They loved that. And then we also really liked it when G-Technic was here and we used it with them with C2V3.
Yep.
And that also felt really good on the paint as well. Super smooth, super slick. So it's a matter of kind of gauging the market to see if people are ready for a 70-30 pearl, see if people really want that. But we do have some. I don't know how much of what we have, but we have some. We've typically been limiting them to special releases, and then our Grand Ambassadors have also got them as kind of like a special little perk for representing TRC.
It is a nice color. I
It is
really like
pretty,
that.
though.
Beautiful
color.
towel. It's a really cool towel. Yeah.
Yep. Hans says a new towel. Dang it! There goes my money again.
Nah, maybe not yet, Hans.
Yeah.
Just stick around. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll find you something else.
So
to spend
Sky
money
One
on.
says, I bought some plush towels from you, and the colors ran.
Okay, Sky, did you wash all the towels together? Because you got to remember they are fabrics, just like this blue shirt, just like that red shirt, just like the black shirt over here,
Yeah.
Anthony's. If you put them all together in a wash and you washed them for the first time, you want to be careful so that the colors don't run or bleed into each other. So just like when you're doing laundry, you wash your darks separately from your lights and your colors. You don't ever wash your reds with your whites. You don't ever do that kind of stuff, or your blacks with your whites.
One time I had a nice bright new pair of red underwear that I was planning on wearing to date night, and I ended up washing it with Katie's clothes that were all white.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. That didn't actually
That
happen.
is, but she was, I'm surprised she married you.
No, I'm just kidding. That didn't actually happen.
Yeah,
but
this
just,
show-
just
this shirt
co-
was white at
common
one
sense
point.
with colors there.
Yeah, that shirt was a white shirt, and then
Yeah.
his wife
Washed it with my red
his-
eagle.
Yeah, with
Go
his-
figure.
Yeah, so
Ruining
no,
my
man.
towel and my shirt.
Yeah.
You kind of ruined my phone and my camera when you made me this camera phone.
So
Nate, we're gonna have to ask you to not join the next Q&A. Okay, kidding. All right, so we have Rectangles here with a hard question. So, did Dr. G patent on the sprayable compound and polish expire?
I don't know. Look it up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to,
All you gotta
look
do
it up.
is look up Google patents.
Yeah.
And you can see all the patents held by Dr. David Gadusi
Yeah,
and what they say.
Is this in
How long.
reference to something that just came out?
Yeah.
I think so.
Andrew Moran, how would you suggest cleaning out pads after full correction? Just compressed air or washer with some other solution?
Grab Dane,
Either or,
Yeah.
but we recommend you grab Dane.
So,
hire Dane.
so yeah, you can. So according to
Money.
Lake Country, you can throw them in the wash if you want to. Just know that they are going to break down probably a little bit faster in the washer, going through a little bit more of a rigid cycle there. Typically, what I'll do, I take it to my sink. My sink has a little, I can change the way the spray pattern comes out. So I change it to more of like the star spray spat pattern. I spray a little bit of APC, maybe power clean, diluted 10-to-1 into my pads. Run it underneath that water there, squeeze them out. Sometimes I'll spin dry them on my machine and then save them. Quite a few different ways to clean pads. I think compressed air in general, though, isn't an adequate clean. I think that it's an okay clean for on the go polishing, but I think for the most part you still have a ton of residue left in there, and that doesn't always blow out all the dust. Meaning the next time you turn on the machine, you have it snowing and it's crappy because
Yeah.
you have to wipe down the car again. So that's my thoughts on that. All right, so here we go. Going down. So Sky One says yes. I don't know what he's saying yes to. Ryan Ellinger says, I have 2 of those purple pearls, and I used it for the interior, and I love it. And I would like to get some more. That's why I ask. Yeah, Ryan. So we will see what we will do with that. I
Good
will.
stuff.
I'll talk to the main man and see if we have enough requests for the pearls. Then we'll bring them back. Here we go. So Sky One says, the next time I washed, and they all came back normal again. But it was weird.
Interesting.
So it bled, but then the bleeding came back.
Blooding.
The bleeding.
That's weird.
The
blooding.
bloodshed.
Okay,
A lot
so
of bleeding.
JC says, what type of questions are usually the essential ones to ask when you are interviewing a new customer?
How much you wanna pay
me? Yeah, like
How deep
you
are
know,
your
like
pockets?
what are you gonna do for me if I detail your car? Is that kind of the questions you're talking about?
Do you sing well?
What are your best traits? What are your worst?
Where do you see yourself? in
I
5
don't.
years?
Yeah, I don't really know.
Do you like this?
Like, I typically
did
ask
good.
them, like, hey, can you leave the car with me overnight? And are you cool with that? Or I ask, is there anything I should take note of? You know, any paint chipping or any problems I should take note of? Most of the time, I'm the one that finds what's wrong with their car before they even know what the heck's going on. So
right.
you don't really have to ask a whole lot of questions. So G. Davis says, how much time would you budget for a detail on a minivan? Includes interior and a one-step
Good one.
polish.
25 minutes.
25
time?
minutes, huh?
For the whole
Okay,
thing with the interior?
Yeah, Levi
Okay,
can
so
do
if
that
I'm doing an
fast.
interior and a one-step polish,
Oh, my
right?
Dios.
If I can get the interior done, let's just say blown out, vacuumed, you know, let's just say realistically, depending on how bad it is, I'll probably say maybe an hour and a half, right? Maybe maybe an hour and a half, upwards of 2 hours if I'm taking a break or if I'm changing things out, you know, doing things in between.
And is this after or including wash?
This would be it depends. Sometimes it depends on what I'm going to be faster at that time. If it makes more sense to wash first, I'll wash first. If it makes more sense to knock all the interior done,
Yeah.
I'll do that first. It depends on my situation.
So I was just trying to Google some stuff, but my phone wasn't working.
Okay,
So
so
apologies.
so maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours I'd budget for maybe getting the interior completely done. Exterior wash, you should be done with an exterior wash, probably clay. Probably get that done in about an hour, and then you probably budget another
I can clay faster.
one step. Depends. I'd say if you're wanting to chillax and relax, maybe an hour and a half. If you're wanting to bust through it, maybe
I usually
45
try to plan
minutes
for
to
about,
an hour.
Yeah, on something like that, if it's a minivan G, I'd do like 4 to 5 hours maybe, and then I'm usually right about $300 to $400
Yeah.
to do the inside and outside. And the way I break it down to people is I go $150 to do the inside, $150 to do the outside for a wash and a one step. I'm not going to be doing the engine. I'll do the wheels and tires.
Well, your biggest
but-
your biggest time sucks
it's
on
going to be
on-
the
on
interior
it
sometimes.
is going to be the interior. It's going to be if you're knocking out jams and if you're knocking out tracks of the actual sliding
Yeah,
doors.
that's why I wash
and then
them though.
and then you're
Pressure
also
wash them.
well, correct. Well, if he's using O&R, I don't know what he's what
I know.
method
I'm
he's
just saying
using.
that's why I use pressure.
But then
wash.
and then also polishing the roof of the minivan if that's what you're doing. If you're planning on doing that.
Yeah.
Which also can be kind of a time suck because of just how large it is
A
and
big
moving
time
around on
suck
ladders.
would be also
remember,
those
if you're
door
doing a
tracks.
one step, yeah. But
like
remember,
you're
if you're
saying.
doing a one step, you're only going to add shine and gloss. You're not trying to remove any heavy
Spit on it.
damage. Yeah,
Spit shine.
basically.
Hawk a couple.
Also,
Yeah.
the goal is that it's either been deteriorated already, because maybe that roof has never been taken care of. You know, like the roof on the Suburban that I bought from Jeff Ragnarok.
Yeah.
The sunroof is very damaged. It really needs a little bit of tender loving care. I need to get up there with some steel wool, some quadruple-aught steel wool,
Get rid of some sprinkler marks.
and
Some
get rid of some
water
hard water staining.
Yeah.
And that was also on the roof. And what that just happened was because a lot of people wash them and then just leave them. Sides were in great shape. Jeff did a great job taking
Yeah.
care of it. It's just not a lot of people will get up there and dry a roof of a vehicle over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And when you run it through a car wash, yeah, it'll clean the roof, but it doesn't really clean the roof.
And that's where you have the MOS HQ Master of Shine blow drying solution package 1.0.
Did you want to
which
hook
I-
one up
which-
to the roof
I-
as you drive out?
Yep. So I set up a leaf blower.
So it's a
Four leaf blowers in succession.
It's
Yeah.
a corded leaf blower. He has.
Mind the
Well, then I can
cord.
just
Um,
unplug 'em.
So
It's easy. Just
he
plug
actually
it
has it
in.
mounted around his garage. So he drives in and out of his garage
Yep.
until just like a normal tunnel. It's
You've got to get your son to hold up the extension cord so that
Yeah.
it doesn't drag
Well, yeah,
along
that's.
the roof.
But Augie needs to learn how to work sometimes. So that's
This is
part of the job. He gets paid for that job.
they're not like bracketed down and they're just blowing like
You
all
see
over
this?
the place.
You see
Yeah, but at
this?
least
This
it
is
gets
how
it
you get
dry.
clean.
But it gets it dry. That's all that matters.
Okay, so here we go. Let's see where we at. So we're after G. Davis. So Andrew Moran says, also, can we get an Eagle Edgeless 500 and blanket Andrew, sweet boy.
Asking for a friend.
Sweet boy. Yes, that is a thing. It's actually made. We have
We got
them.
pictures of us, Anthony and I,
We think
in our Instagram.
they're all accounted for right now, and they are a very special item
Mm-hmm.
that you have to do something above and beyond for. So, Focused RS says, G. Davis with a legit question and not throwing shade at Dane. I've seen it all now. That's actually, I think, one of the first questions that G. Davis has actually asked involving detailing.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Impressive. Christopher Beard, part 1 of 2 tips on getting more customers when starting out. I'm all over social media and leave cards wherever I can. Awesome. Good work. That's part 1, right?
Part 2 is stay in school.
Kirby Thompson says, a new video release about sprayable compound just today from a company in Colorado. Yeah, you're right, Kirby. We've seen that for a while. Technically, it was, from last we heard, it is a patented process. If you guys want to, like I said, do some research under Google Patents, and you can
Check it out.
You can search under Dr. David Gadusi and see what patents he holds. You can also search under Optimum Polymer Technologies or Opticode or any of those kind of company things, and look at it. I remember seeing it up there because it was, and Ivan LaCroix already was notified about that from Adams. They were doing that, so that's up to them. That's their company, not ours. So, but yeah, possibly, you never know. G. Davis, Focus RS. I try to throw in one legit question per Q&A so the hardcore detail folks don't hate me.
I don't know if it's been one per question per
He's
Q&A.
doing that now.
Oh, now. Okay, now.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Scott Weaver, I'm
threw
a
me
big
for a loop.
fan of the Edgeless 365s. Also, do you ever plan to add more colors to that towel? So besides gold, royal blue, and charcoal gray.
Yeah, we did
Those
have
are
the
three
Drago.
colors.
Yeah,
Now-
I think those are gonna look nice.
There are other companies that carry their own custom version of the 365 that you can
Special
get.
colors.
I have a version of that in my garage that I use, and I do love that towel. It's a very nice towel.
Yeah.
It comes in red. So you can email me, levi@thebragcompany.com, if you want to find out where those come from. Christopher Beard, part 2 in my town. There are already several amazing shops and a fancy automatic car wash is open in town. Population about 20,000. Should I lower my prices to stay competitive? No.
It's 200,000.
Do not. No, it's 20,000.
I think you got to get your eyes checked.
No, that's 20,000. 20,000.
I don't see a comma in there.
Okay, so that is,
20,000.
wow, I'm not good with zeros next to each other.
Come on, guys. It's 20,000.
It's 20,000.
I'm serious.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
John Medill, what are your thoughts on it's 5 zeros?
All right. Just saying. Didn't look like 5
Jeez.
zeros.
Oh, no,
from
it's
you.
4 zeros. It's 4
John
zeros.
John
5
Medill
numbers.
says, what are your thoughts on paint correction on a crew cab pickup truck roof? If I did on mine, but not on my wife's truck, just seems like a lot of work that nobody sees.
So, John, one of the fun things I used to do is dealership cars. My guys would only wipe down the roof and spray it with a quick detailer. They would not polish it unless the company asked for it. That was one of the ways we would save time and money on getting a dealership car done. Specifically dealership cars. That was the biggest, because they're not paying for a lot. They want to just get the truck shiny or the SUV shiny enough to sell. Also, my shop, I had insurance in there and my stuff like that. My insurance company did not like having my guys in an elevated status for too long. So it kind of just helped us as one of the things I could speak to the dealerships and say, like, look, my insurance, it was a real thing. My insurance didn't want my guys up on a platform for that length of time because it provided a liability without them being strapped into a harness and stuff like that. So I just tell them I couldn't do it. Apologies. If they would, it was an excuse to charge a little more money and make a little more, off of that vehicle. So I always kept that as just a little extra option. Most of the time, they were happy with just wiping it down and spraying some quick detailer on it, calling it good. So that's what my guys would do. Rectangle, do you guys prefer interior or exterior detailing? I like both, but I like interior more because I feel like you get more out of it.
You can really see a difference in interior a lot more.
Yeah.
Like, I just vacuumed my wife's car out, and it was just pretty much dog hair and a lot of random stuff. But you get all that dog hair out, it looks so much better.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
to the untrained eye, you can't see scratches
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
What do you think, Anthony?
So I would say interior as well, but I also know that when I'm doing an interior that's bad, I am yelling in my head and
True.
saying, "Why did I do this?
Yeah.
Hitting your
Why
head on
am
the-
I doing this?"
on
Like
the
when I'm
B
when
pillars.
I'm picking jelly, out of a cup holder, or I'm trying to take something out of a vent, which I'm like, how did this get in there?
So I have a long air gun tip, and I use that on a towel to scrape all that stuff out.
Okay.
You don't have that in the
not as a mobile solution. No,
package?
not as a mobile solution package. At this
Anthony,
point.
you ever detailed a repo car?
Um,
It's horrible.
Nate
I have
has.
not not detailed a repo car.
It's
no.
not good.
Nate has when he worked for
They
me.
realize that they've missed the last 6 weeks of payments or months, and they decided to take it mudding.
I think there was a picture on the rag company Levi.
Yeah.
If you go back a couple years, probably about 3 years in my feed, you will see a picture of a truck that we literally got in that we had to clean. And I remember calling you and going like, "Have fun with that one, prepping it tonight. It's going to be fun."
Yikes. Yeah,
Nate
no.
was like,
I've
"Why do you
done a
torture me
farm,
like
done
this?"
done some farming trucks, but I haven't done a repo truck.
The best though is we did find some mother's interior care products inside.
Good.
Didn't do any good for them. They just put them on the floor
Yeah.
and then piled about 3
Yeah,
garbage cans worth of trash
I take
on
care
top
of it.
Yeah.
That's good. No, I like that a lot.
Gross.
Cut this at the auto
Yeah,
zone.
no. So I mean, I would say I'm more of an exterior guy. If I can stick to the exterior, I like it. And also too, I hate cleaning interiors on a hot day. When I'm like sweating
So I
in
turn the AC
a
on.
car. Okay, listen.
What?
The
car has air conditioning.
Linda,
not all
listen,
cars
Linda,
have
Linda.
air conditioning.
Yeah.
That I've done. Not all cars have
Actually,
air
fun
conditioning.
fact, Dane's Miata has a delete of AC.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
It's a custom factory option called the AC Delete. Only came on high performance models,
Yeah.
like the Great Dane edition.
So is that why
Yeah.
he's charging $2,000?
That's
extra?
why. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's
Well,
weight
that and the
savings, bro.
custom paint work.
So, all right. So go down here. So, Morgan, what do you prefer though? Exterior,
I think
interior.
exterior.
Okay, right on. Sports Car Nut says this video looks washed out. Much prefer the older camera settings.
What?
Tim, can we get a confirmation that this is a new setting or an old setting?
We need to jump up the saturation so we all look.
What
like
are the
Josie
logs?
Can you It's the same.
Okay.
Oh, apparently it's the same thing,
All right.
just a higher quality. So
Hans Closen goes, I always ask customers what on car is that they are annoyed about having and what they wished it could be improved and taken care of. So basically, what annoys them about their car? What do they want fixed?
it's
or
not
cleaned
fast
up?
enough. Can you
Hans,
fix
do you take
that?
care of that?
Okay.
Morgan, your turn.
Okay. So Egan wants to know, can I leave brake buster in the IK
Egan.
sprayer, or do I have to clean it out after every use?
What do you guys think?
Well,
What?
Morgan, what do you think?
You can leave it in there. You just need to depressurize it.
Nice.
Great and to the point, Morgan.
Bingo.
Thank you, as always.
That's what I was gonna say.
Egan likes it short and sweet.
Yeah. All right. JC says, when starting a business, is it okay to charge the interior separately?
Yep, I did.
I think some people just want the interior clean.
Yeah.
They do.
Some people
Yeah.
just want it washed with an interior. And if all you got to do is give it a quick wash and clean the interior, dude, it's easy money.
And sometimes you kind of have to pry that question out of them, because when they say, "Oh, I want a detail," right? They don't know what a detail means to them. They think it's just going to be a cleaner car. But if you say, "Hey, do you want me to go balls out on this interior?" Not like literally, but do you want me to do a good job on this interior and just clean up the exterior just a little bit? You can just wash
Well,
the
I tell them
exterior
what's
and-
involved.
Yeah,
Like, you know, if they're just doing, they just want a vacuum. Like I used to have like a $75 spruce interior pack where it was just a quick like a vacuum, a blowout with compressed air, and then a wipe down of door panels, dash, center console with like compressed air and O&R on a rag, and then do the windows. That was it. That was all I did.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just want a clay.
Half the time they were like, yeah, give me that and a clay job. And I go,
And
"Sweet."
I'm like, are you sure?
$200.
You don't even want to wash? No, just clay it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Clay the dirt.
You have to typically pay more to watch. So
Yep.
No, wash.
Kirby Thompson says, yep.
That's more to
Oh, I like
Okay.
these next line of
Oh, I'm-
questions. Always, yep, 20,000. Trust Levi.
Yeah.
Focus
20,
RS says,
100,000? See,
Always
told
trust
ya.
Levi. That's why he's the anointed one. Christopher Beard says, for those in the back, 200,000. It's 20,000. 20K. 20,000.
20, 100,000.
Tom
Duh.
Kirby Thompson says, heir to the
20
throne.
I've matriculated in high
2,100.
school.
That's
I
right,
know.
guys. That's right.
It's not too
All right.
either, so you're
this legit joke is from my son. Here we go. I can't read half the
All
stuff
right.
he says. Anthony, I enjoyed your recent Yelp review of Monterey's newest Italian cafe, Booty Contour Clinic, called Pizza.
Oh, Greg, you've killed Anthony. Good job.
I like the cut of his
That has
jib.
everything that I like in one joke.
That's good.
So-
Haha.
That's great.
Focus RS says it's time to admit the truth. Dane isn't on a trip to Texas. He has been banished from the TRC HQ for his failed attempt on his claim to the throne.
Yep.
You are correct.
Like, was there a trial in Game of Thrones that somebody had to go through to prove themselves?
Yeah, it's going to the north
Okay.
Have
and
we had to go to the
seeing
north?
Jon Snow's
Okay.
brother.
Honestly, I think.
It's me. I'm in the north. I live in the northmost point out of all of you.
Okay. What
actually.
was it? What was
I'm in
what was the
northernmost
maybe.
part of the city?
what was the Greyjoy
What's
boy's
your
name?
elevation?
Um,
Euron.
Euron, right? And that
Pinky.
no. Who had the unfortunate event?
It was Euron.
Was that Euron?
No, that was the uncle Euron.
No. Yeah, you're
Jon
thinking of
Snow.
That was what's his name? Reek.
Reek. Yeah. So
Oh,
so
that
basically,
guy
the way I
smells.
see it is that so before Reek, right? Dane is on this journey, right, to prove to his father
Oh.
that he
Morgan
So
gets
you're
it.
thinking what's going to happen is
or-
like a Reek
He
situation
reeks.
for
He
Dane.
smells. He reeks.
he could have gotten captured,
Right.
right? And I
Yeah.
hope
Or
that he's not
tortured.
in a dungeon getting tortured.
I don't know. He looks like he's enjoying his
How
In-N-Out
did we
burger.
get here?
Yeah.
He is eating a lot of In-N-Out.
I started a new journey, and that journey is Breaking Bad.
Did, yeah. First time.
First time.
First time watcher?
Yeah.
How you
Long
liking
time
it?
listener.
How far are you in?
Long time admirer. I just spit on the table. Long time admirer, first time watcher.
Yeah.
It's fine.
How far are you in?
3 episodes.
You're literally not even scratching the surface.
Yeah.
You need to get
What
so
did you
far
learn
into that.
in those first 3 episodes?
I'm still waiting to see Malcolm.
Did you learn about? Did you learn about hydrofluoric acid there, Nate?
No, he's not there yet.
Yeah, I'm there.
No, he's
didn't?
not.
Oh, I'm there.
In the third
Actually, I
episode?
think I'm like further than what I think I am.
You probably are. But you learned about hydrofluoric
The
acid.
guy gets choked by the bike lock
It's been a
on the
while.
pole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because he stole the piece of that plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's tied up in the basement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Locked,
That's it.
locked by the neck. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. It's
So-
coming up. Yeah.
So that guy died, and then,
That's good.
that's good. It's good. I mean,
Good. It gets better.
It's a
It
good
does.
nighttime show.
Mhm.
It is. It is kind of dark, so you have
Yeah.
to get kind of through that. But
Focus
Um,
RS says he re-listened to some older podcasts and was wondering what's the best bag to get to carry my microfibers, about 30 or 40 and extra gear, maybe a Slim Jim or 10.
A microfiber bag.
a bag. So what I do is I grab a trash bag, a clean trash bag, and I
hefty,
throw
hefty,
everything into
hefty.
there before a mobile job. That's what I've
Okay.
done.
So
Or a bin.
let's say you're traveling
Yeah.
to like another state.
Okay.
What
Which-
kind of? So you put them all in a trash bag, like a hefty bag.
Okay. Yeah.
You've sealed it up.
Then
What kind of bag do you put those in?
So that's great. So basically, this would where we would bring in our travel solution packages,
Yeah,
and we would bring those
I
up
think that's
to
his
say.
question.
So we have bags that we use
Hans,
now. Whether it could be Orange Crush, it could be.
but didn't you say
the
you
English
had
Gentleman.
to retire the Orange
So,
Crush?
Orange Crush is done.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you've got
So
a new bag.
I have
for
purchased some new bags.
Honeymoon.
Yes, and they are called away bags, is
Oh,
what they
nice.
Oh,
are,
your go bags.
and they are really cool. I think. Oh, so sorry. My biggest bag,
Yeah,
because it's so nice, is called Bag and Bougie.
bag and bougie. I like the name of that one.
Yeah. So that's.
So-
I'm a sporty gentleman, and I use an Osprey bag.
Very nice. Yeah. So what, Morgan? What was your bag situation when we went to New York or Newark, New Jersey?
I just had a random
New York
hard
City.
Black.
suitcase.
Okay. So Morgan used that.
Like a Samsonite.
Yeah, Nate, what did you use when we went to Monterey?
I used a TJ Maxx special that I found. Actually,
Now,
that was for my clothes.
I'm not opposed for the TJ Maxx special because, as we all know, Bag Force 1 was purchased from TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx is
I
weird.
actually
Bag Force
custom
1.
ordered on Amazon a
Ooh.
Thule
Oh,
bag
that was very nice. Yeah.
for my camera gear
Yeah.
and the
And it came in TRC blue.
generous selection of towels that I had
That
to
was
bring.
That was a very generous selection
Turns
of towels.
out,
that Nate had to
everybody
bring.
had to be generous.
yeah, it'd
because
be
I
one of
couldn't-
each.
I couldn't hold
We
all
had
of
to
it.
carry all of them, but thank gosh for our
Yeah.
all of our travel solution packages. Me with the Timbuktu Aviator, as well as the Timbuktu Copilot.
Yeah.
That was the name of my bag, Bagnarok.
Mm-hmm.
Timbuktu, proud sponsor of the MOSH.
I had a little bit
Yeah.
of bag envy when I was going through the airport.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and they both come in a very subtle yet effective rag company blue.
High vis.
MOS blue, as I call it.
Big fan.
All
right,
I'm
so-
excited to see Bag and Bougie's adventures coming up.
I'm also excited. I hope that it gets through Germany and Italy. So
It's gonna be great.
if anybody has any recommendations on where I should check out in Germany,
Yeah, send those to Dane at theragcompany.com.
Okay, so here we go. So are we past Yoshi here?
Yoshi, hot got talk, hot Game of Thrones talk.
Yeah.
And Focus RS says, wait for the bag talk, Yoshi. That stuff's addicted for us bagophiles. Hans Closen says, Levi's repo car was posted on Instagram on March 21st, 2014. Thank you, Hans. Appreciate that.
Thanks for knowing everything.
Yeah.
Riveting.
Yoshi says, Dane isn't here, so there'll be less hot bag talk.
Nope, still the right amount.
So
Still
we
sizzling
still
in here.
like talking about bags.
It is great.
It is fun. It is exciting, mainly for the fact that so when people buy luggage, right, they buy it to think, okay, I just need to use this as a normal person. When we buy luggage, we have to sit there and think, can this get through cobblestone? Can it get through a dirt yard? Can it be
That
thrown
was
in
why we
countless
built the
vehicles?
gauntlet.
So
Well,
that's why
I know.
we had our coned off area for Dane to run through.
Yeah,
And-
he was fully loaded.
We had a train.
And I
We
mean
had a train.
fully loaded.
Yeah,
And then all of us lined up. We even got the kids from next door.
to squirt him with
to
a
squirt him
with a hose.
And then we all the kids got to grab river rocks back here and car parts from the junkyard. And they could either throw it at him or they could throw it in the road.
So that you would trust.
So that he would trip.
And then as you were throwing parts, it's like, oh, that's a alternator for a 1983 Buick. Dane, stop! Just
Yep.
Just
quit looking
let
at the
let it
parts.
hit you.
Yeah,
Poor
Dane would stop
Dane.
to get it, and
Yeah.
we would tell him, "No, come on, clock's
He's
ticking."
like, so this
train's
is actually
leaving."
a rare windshield wiper from a. Yeah.
That's from a Oldsmobile Trofeo. So anyway, it was hard for Dane to process all that information. But he successfully navigated it, and his bag on his back, which was his also a Timbuktu travel bag,
Yeah.
that did pass muster. And his what was it? The Malamute. or whatever
Yeah,
it's
I
called.
don't know what it was.
What a
Uckluck.
dog.
The Uckluck. Pelican case.
I don't-
Muckluck.
I don't know. The Mastodon. I don't know
Mastodon
what
Pelican case.
It was.
Anyway, those two things passed muster, but his other case did not. So he was downgraded and had to
Take
leave that
Jeff's.
bag at home
Yeah.
and borrow one of the Hennon family's many Samsonites that were vetted.
That was a blue diamond.
The blue diamond
what we
Samsonite
called
that
that
was
way
one.
very vetted and was able to handle all of the stuff that Dane threw at it.
Yeah.
But no, we're
So-
hard on our bags. In real life, guys, we are hard on our bags.
gotta say,
Yeah.
When we travel, you don't realize how much stuff we have to go through
that
and how many
fun.
bags we go
So
through.
when we get our bags from the bag
kinda-
drop, right? We're actually anticipating like what kind of damage did they
Right,
get, right?
yeah.
So we'll do like an inspection, be like, okay, so this one got pretty beat up, and on this trip,
Yep.
this one, might have 2 more trips in it.
Barking like a
And
bird.
after Orange Crush on this last trip, I already even said, guys, this is the last trip for Orange Crush. And right when I got to Vegas, I went to grab it by the main handle. Handle popped off, broke off,
Yep.
and cracked the bag. And I said, okay, it is finally
Yeah.
like time to lay this to rest.
And like when we landed in Newark
yeah,
and Bag Force 1, handle stopped coming up and down, telescoping handle.
Yeah.
We could not get it open. All of us tried.
Yeah, we did.
Feats of strength.
Yeah.
Could not get it to work. What happens the night we got home to Boise and we landed?
You
It,
got
starts
the
working
handle
again.
out.
Popped
Yeah.
right back up. It was just fine. But I couldn't trust it. I
Can
wasn't
we-
going to be able to trust it when we flew to the UK.
Because since I was shorter, I had to take that one
Yeah,
without the
you could
handle.
push it.
It was perfect.
Can we start a new segment
Yeah, what's up?
called Taco Talk?
Ooh, hot taco talk.
Where
I like
I'm
that.
the
We need
moderator.
tacos. We should
Okay.
have taken the opportunity today and had our Q&A from Cracker Barrel.
Oh, we could have.
we could have done that without
G
Dane
Davis.
being here.
G Davis sponsored a Cracker Barrel
He did.
live to
he's
be
waiting.
Yeah.
listed at another date.
Yeah,
But maybe we
and
just surprise
so-
Dane with it next week.
Oh, that'd be great too. We could do that.
How do we
we
do that?
could. We
well,
could.
no, we've got guests in the studio
Yeah.
next week.
Oh.
So We'll give you guys those guys. We'll surprise you next Thursday. Yeah. Focus RS says Morgan's shopping for these bags right now. Loves the riveting talk.
Mm-hmm.
Patty Mackin, hey guys,
Built
can you
in
start again? As I
Amazon.
only just tuned in. G Davis says I just got a call from the 208 area code. Sounded like Dane. He said I'm trapped in the Texas version of Pulp Fiction basement. Please help me. G Davis, send help if you can.
Yeah, that is in your court. If he
know where he's
chose,
at
if
or
he
what,
chose
but-
you, that means something.
Yep.
Yeah, he.
JC, opinions on the Ryobi 1600 PSI electric pressure washer.
Love it. I have it.
You
Great.
have that one? So Dane, I don't know if you guys heard on our Mass Main Show podcast, Dane picked up a new
Dane did
new
an
pressure
oopsie.
washer. So Dane chose to go with the Hyper Tough, which I believe was an 1800 PSI 1.4?
Liter?
1.3, 1.2. So he picked that up. He said he was thinking about going with the Ryobi, but he was interested in a Karcher.
Meanwhile, he
Couldn't-
was doing this at 10 at
10:30
at
night. So he
PM.
ended up running out of time at the Home Depot and at Lowe's. So he just said screw it. So he went to Walmart of all places, which is where he founded his Great Dane pressure washer solution package 1.0, the Hyper Tough.
Well, we all
1800.
know Hyper Tough, the workhorse of the industry.
It is. That's what he believes. And first thing I asked him, I said, well, how many quick disconnects does it have? And he said none at the moment. So technically it cannot be a solution package until he has a couple quick disconnects on there. So we're still waiting for
It
that.
turned his house into the color that it should have been. So I think he says that's a win.
Well, when brown turns to brown, I think that's pretty much what you're going for. No, I can't remember what color Dane's house is. Morgan, what pressure washer are you most interested in when you decide to take that jump?
I don't know.
So, I don't.
But I think I want an electric one.
What do you mean you don't know?
So, like, are
I don't
you?
have an opinion.
We'll
so-
form one,
No.
and then
Are you a Karcher kind of girl? Are you thinking more Greenworks? Are you thinking Ryobi, Sunjo,
Hyper Tough,
Kransla?
Subaru.
I'm a Subaru girl.
We already know that. So, all right, let's get into gas pressure washers. So we're gonna move
Ryobi,
past
no,
it.
Ryobi's great. It comes with 3 different nozzles. Matt Mormon actually has a great video on the Ryobi electric washer line, and I took his advice and went to Home Depot and got a new nozzle selection package, 2.0, and put a 40-degree tip on that bad boy, and it is fantastic.
It's been great, yeah. No, I put I talked about this on the podcast. I put my Karcher 1700 cube through the works when I pressure washed my house, and it did great. It really did. I was surprised. That little guy, it's a little guy.
Yeah.
It's small. It's very small. It's not loud, but it feels quality, and I really, really like that. So, all right, so going down here. So, JC, go for it. Christopher Beard says, any tips on social media marketing? Ooh, I don't know about that. I've got like 165 followers on my Facebook detailing page, but only get like 3 to 7 likes per post. Should I boost posts? My first boosted post got me a single $200 job.
I think you're judging too much on likes for the post.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, timing when you launch those posts. That's a
Yeah.
big thing. Posts have to go out at a certain time for really to get the best audience. I recommend also try doing some live videos on your Instagram just to get a little more visibility, because Instagram does promote your live videos a little more than if it was just a static post.
True.
Maybe do a few more stories. Don't overload your stories, but maybe do a story or 2 every day as well.
I think
grow that.
as long as you're posting pictures of your results.
And make sure your pictures, Anthony's always said this, make sure your pictures are something that you want people to see.
Yeah.
You have
Quality
to
over
get their
quantity.
you have to get their eye.
Mm-hmm.
You're fighting against a lot of other people, and you want to get a nice shot so that your friends will stop and actually look at it and go, "Oh wow."
Even if the before is not that dirty, get into an area or
50/50s work great.
just make it look more appealing in a different way.
Yeah, if you go on like if you check out Morgan's page, it's very curated, But the photos of her cars are really high quality, nice shots of your cars.
Thank you, Levi.
Right? Anthony, if you follow your friend All Day Anthony, same kind of thing. He really takes a lot of pride in the photos he takes of his
I'll have
cars.
to check it out. Yeah.
I've seen it. I've heard of him.
You've shown me. You've been like, hey, did you see that post that guy did? That was pretty cool. And I'd be
Yeah, that
like,
was a while
I think
ago.
I've heard
And
of
I
him
go-
by proxy.
and I
through
go,
Next Day
wow.
Nate.
Or if you check out Nate Schrum and you look at his Instagram page, you'll see the same thing. Really high quality photographs of his Bulldog, of his Tacoma going through a dust bed.
Mhm.
Beautiful, beautiful shots.
By the way, if there's any Tacoma fans out there, my buddy is holding a giveaway
Oh,
that if you go to your local trail and pick up trash, he will judge the winner, see what picture he likes the most, and he'll give you a snorkel. So,
Oh, that's fun. I
Hey.
like that.
so a
his
little bit of
snorkel
fun.
for the Camry.
Something good for the environment.
So I guess okay.
So what would you say, Anthony, as the media marketing manager for the rag company?
So depends on how deep you want to dive into this, because here's the thing, right? What I'm hearing,
Simple stuff,
what I'm hearing is I have some followers, right? I'm only getting so many likes on my posts, right? Now, a lot of people, they're going to go straight into comparing, right? They're going to say, I have this many followers, I'm getting this many likes, right? If this person has this many followers, they're getting this many likes, right? Who are those likes by? What is their audience, and what are they trying to market to? What are
Yeah,
they trying to
yeah.
sell to? Now, when you look on Instagram, when you look on Facebook, right? A lot of these detailers that are posting up content and posts of before and afters and things like that, a lot of these people that are liking these posts aren't actually customers. They're actually other
actually-
detailers.
Right.
And so, thus, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing because it potentially bumps up your post for more people to be able to see, thus making it to where more of the average Joe being able to see that as well. Now, if your page is only liked by detailers and you're only getting likes by detailers, that's all that's going to see that. So then the question is, do I pay to boost my post to a greater audience, right, and maybe target a local area? Well, yeah, you can do that, and I have seen that work, right? And depending on how much money you're pumping into it, you also have to time it right, just like Levi says. And one big thing that I find with detailers, right, that are boosting up posts for local people to see is that sometimes they're boosting up posts that are actually relatively low. They're low quality, right? They're not the best pictures. They're not the best befores. They're not the best afters. So what's happening?
Can you read that?
Is that okay, so Levi Gates right here, a quote by Levi Gates says, "Stop marketing to other detailers to boost your ego. They're not paying your bills." That is a quote by Levi Gates.
That is actually
a picture quote.
A picture quote that somebody made of me. Oh, you can see that. I'll go this way.
Wow.
So of me speaking and then what I said.
Yeah.
Nice.
Grammatically, it's not 100%, but it does get the
Point across.
word
So,
point.
Christopher,
Point
he
so,
did.
So really quick, let me finish what I'm saying really quick. So just-
Well,
Finish.
is this on top of that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to say that he did get a single $200 job from a boosted
did.
post.
Okay, correct, right? And the way that he
So let's
can,
look at the boosted
and the way
post.
that he can leverage that, right, is by basically saying, okay, so this did work for me before, and it can work again because it can, right? I see that stuff work all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Plan it out, right? If you're going to boost a post, if you're going to do something like that, make sure it's a good post, right? And I know some people will put a lot of time and they'll be like, oh, I'm going to film this video, I'm going to do all this stuff. It doesn't have to be anything super crazy. It has to be something high quality but still relevant to a normal everyday audience, right? When you take a video and you make a detailing video and you put dubstep music over it and you make it all hypey and all crazy, right? Really, the average consumer is going to say, so
Yeah.
you're trying to sell me dance music
Right.
and a bunch of stuff that I don't know what I'm seeing, right? A detailer is going to say, cool video. They're
Yeah.
going to like it, right? But you're not selling to that detailer. You're selling to the general audience. So what you need is you need a high quality, preferably DSLR styled photo, something that actually can grab the image correctly, because Facebook's going to kill you on image quality because they're
Yep.
going to degrade everything. So get a good picture, right? Try to basically compress it to where it's going to show up on Facebook relatively well, and then post that up and then boost that post with something that actually has meaning to it within the post itself, right? Now, that is if you're trying to target an outside audience. If you're trying to gain followers and you're trying to build up your business, now, the biggest thing when it comes to that is you're just trying to build credibility. Most detailers are just trying to build credibility through their social media on their Instagram or whatever it is, their Facebook, to where if you have a new customer going to look you up for the first time, they say, oh crap, this person has quite the following. They're doing a good job. They probably know what they're doing, right? that's kind of the goal of that, really. But even though most of those followers are already detailers.
I always tell people you're never going to get a job off of. I don't feel like you're going to get a job off of Instagram.
No, you're going to get inquiries.
You'll get inquiries.
You'll get inquiries.
But realistically, focus it on Facebook. Get to know, and like I said, one of the biggest things that helps the most is building it on your main page. Okay, so have your company page and then your personal page.
Yeah.
Remember, keep them separate. Personal stuff, personal, public page, public. And also really try to handle your personal page. It's something not a lot of people talk about, and I've been guilty of this, not talking about this as well. But try to keep your personal page either very personal, so that you don't have friends on it, like you don't let people outside see what you're saying.
Swinging page.
Yeah. Or keep your personal
My friends
page.
don't know that I detail.
Yeah. No, but keep, like, political stuff is what I'm talking about. Don't post your political beliefs and things like that on your page if you're going to be also using that page for business. Here's what I did. I would take my business page, post a picture of someone's car on the business page. Mm-hmm. Then from my personal page, I would share that post.
Yeah, because it makes you seem like a normal person sharing that.
Sharing that post. Hey guys, did you see
not
what
being
we
annoying
did?
and not spamming.
Did you see what we did on the Hawks detail page?
Wow.
And thanks to this customer that was a friend of mine,
yeah,
I would tag them.
You tagged, yeah.
So
That
now
would
it
create a
viewed up
bigger web.
into theirs. It would create. So now it showed that this one post was shared by me and then tagged and seen by all these
Then
people.
they'll probably share it.
And they would probably share it. They would find it. They would go to it would cause the customer to go to the Hawks detail page, take a picture of that, and then share it, or, share that link. And then I would get more shares, thereby getting more views on my posts.
Yeah.
And I waited until 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time was when I would do my posts, because I'd get more views between 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time when I made a post for Facebook than I would if I started at 8 a.m., 9 a.m.,
Right.
11, when people are at work.
There's a big science behind all this. And it also links back to the quality of your detail, but then, like everybody else said, the quality of your content.
Yeah. So, long story short, you're going to have to kind of compress it. I hope that's helpful. It doesn't seem like any of the following comments have anything to do with what we were just talking about, because it looks like Dane popped in, and Dane's stealing the show. The Dane show is stealing the show.
Right.
So
Good to see you, Dane.
we'll just not ever talk about that stuff again. So can we scroll back up, Tim? I think we missed a couple comments there from Bait Addict there.
I think Bait Addict was
Bait
announcing
Addict,
his presence.
So if we can go back up, Tim, and scroll back up to where Bait Addict made his grand entrance. We're waiting on Tim. Could be in the bathroom right
Tim's
now.
not in there.
Tim normally would be chiming.
There
Oh,
we
there we
go.
go. There we go. So scroll up a little bit more. Sorry.
right.
Okay, here we're gonna keep going up a little bit more. Keep going a little bit more.
I think we're good.
And there we go.
All right.
Perfect. So here we go. So Focus RS
Yoshi.
says, "Rip Orange Crush." I know. I was pretty sad. Yoshi says, "Wouldn't Morgan's reputation lead her to buy a Kranzla? Only the best, right?"
Yeah, that's true.
Morgan would finesse her way into a Kranzla for sure. She would do what she had to do. G. Davis says, "Nate, are two-wheel drive Tacomas included in the giveaway? Anthony and Levi can vouch for me."
He has the cleanest two-wheel drive Tacoma in existence.
It really is. It really is. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean,
I would love that truck.
The best thing was
It's
when we
super
saw
nice.
it, you and I both were like, "Damn, that's a clean Toyota."
We
And
did it. We didn't even know.
it was
Yeah, we
Davis's.
didn't even know that was great.
was it
and so
first gen, second gen? What are we talking about here?
I don't know Tacomas that
It's
well.
First gen.
First gen.
Is it?
Like, it's the
Not chime in.
Regular cab?
yeah,
Extended cab?
little short bed.
But it
Regular
was
cab.
funny that we both commented on, like, wow, that's clean, because like the trim looked money, the
Yeah.
paint looked money, and we're like,
It
well,
might be your body style.
I'm a big fan of clean.
I think it's your body
Clean.
style. It's white. It's got a little tonneau cover on it. Two-wheel drive.
Okay, like a pre-runner.
No, two-wheel
Well,
drive.
pre-runner
So
is
standard-
Toyota's two-wheel drive from the factory.
Yeah, it's not a pre-runner though. but
P-runner?
It's a short bed, two-wheel drive, standard cab.
Mm.
Very small truck.
'Kay.
Very nice.
So Baydeck says, "OMG, I forgot about today." I know. We were baiting without you, man. So, Bait Crew, so sorry, Bait Crew.
Rip.
Am here, sup. So, while you were, while you were baiting away, Dane's been jagging off down
You've
in
been baiting,
Frisco.
Dane's been jagging.
Yeah, Dane's been jagging hard, and so he'll be hopefully be jagging with us when he gets back here to Boise. So Dane says, "Whoa, hi guys."
Hello,
I
hello,
write
hello.
this from the DFW rental center where I just swapped cars.
Nice.
Hopefully, I won't need this Explorer for long, though. Tomorrow, there's a Jag I have my eyes on.
Nice.
Dane, everybody knows all about your jagging
Everyone
adventures.
has seen you in the bushes looking at it.
Yeah. Well, Dane was in the bushes jagging off.
He brought a lawn chair.
He did.
You can't do
Just-
that at Christian Brothers or nice
No, you
Christian
can't.
auto.
No,
Christian
you
Brothers
can't.
Automotive in Frisco.
You
is
can't
a
do
nice
that.
family-run
okay.
company.
He was jagging off in the parking lot of Christian Brothers.
Hey, what the frick, bud?
Yeah. What the heck? What the heck is going on over here? All right. So Danny Israel, take it away, Levi.
They did squirt him with a hose. Danny Israel, Levi, thanks for your knowledge of walking the beat. Sent you pictures of door jams I couldn't get clean with power clean and a detail brush. What chemical and TRC towel should I try? Thanks. That was part of the thing Danny and I were talking about earlier. I told Danny to try lacquer thinner.
You
I know
love
everybody
lacquer
like
thinner.
gets a little weirded out by that and goes, it's
Well,
a
it's
Levi
not paint thinner. Just
cleaning solution
make sure
package.
it's lacquer thinner.
It's got to be lacquer thinner. And then I would advise a white towel,
Yeah.
obviously, because the dye from a different color towel would leach out,
Yeah.
and you don't want that. So grab just a white all-purpose terry and put some lacquer thinner on it, and just clean all those jams, and you will get all that black stuff that got attached will come off. That's pretty common in Hondas and Toyotas, and something that I do every time I'm doing door jams. That's one of the things I will double check and make sure I clean is that dirt seal. So get
Yeah.
on that. Bait Addict says, Dane, you lost a lot of weight. UK cut clearly worked.
You saw those
Savage.
beans.
G. Davis
Yeah.
says, cancel the Bait Addict photo on the side of a milk carton. G. Davis says, I missed something, damn it.
You did. You
Focus
did.
RS, sup addict. You missed a bit. There was a vote. Dane is exiled and Nate has claimed his spot. Talked some bags, foamed some products. Focus RS, that is Dane after successful UK cut. Dane show. I'm meeting up with Brandon and the DR review crew over at his place in about an hour or so for here. Should be fun. Cowboy.
Now he's in Texas. He's starting to use Texas-style
Saying,
cowboy emojis.
Yeehaw. Yeehaw.
He's got horses in the front now.
Horses
Yeah.
on the front.
Yeah. So G. Davis says, Dane, I call the one Texas Ranger I know. He's coming to help you. Hashtag Jagoff Rescue.
Dane says, haha, well, actually driving right now, so I'll resort to just listening. Have fun, guys.
We know Dane will chime in here soon enough.
That's all right. Dane, Sydney has been using Siri
Yeah.
to leave her comments, so it's very nice.
Yeah. Pretty great with Apple CarPlay.
Yeah.
So basically, we got Bait Addict saying, Dane Show, why are you talking on the live chat when you have a mic in front of you?
Ha,
That's
Yoshi. Dane, have you bought a cowboy hat yet to fit in? G. Davis, Dane, please share the chaps photo on Instagram.
He's down in Texas having a good old
yeah.
milk steak.
yeah.
milk
Love milk steak. Love it. So we got JC says, what would you guys recommend for coming up with a good name for a new business? OC
Random
detailing.
name generator.
Okay, no, nothing against it. I love that name, but there's so many people that have it, but it's a good name. A business. It should just be really simple.
Called All Day Detailing.
I clean cars.
Eye wash.
That was
Like
good.
Sydney's got a great name.
No,
Eye
no, like
Wash Auto
nothing,
Detailing.
like nothing special,
Morgan
right?
Details.
Literally, I
That's a good one.
We
Next
space
Nate's
clean
Detail
space cars.
the best.
Space.
Master of Shine.
Period.
All Day
Exclamation
Anthony Detailing.
point. No idea who
Services.
that. I don't know. I don't
The
think.
ADA
I don't
DS?
think that. No, the ADA is the Americans with Disability Act.
ADADS.
Okay.
ADA spec.
ADA Spec
Nope.
Detailing.
Let's go ahead and jump into this, guys. So here we go.
JC's Detail Shop.
So we don't
2007
know.
Tacoma.
So G Davis is 2007 Tacoma base
Stop
model,
crashing,
Nice.
Anthony.
Sorry.
and by base model we mean the cleanest model.
Nate, you can scoot over a little bit. You don't have to.
So
sit directly in the
Christopher
middle.
Beard
There you
says
go.
that helped me out a bunch, guys. Thank you. Well, I'm glad all of our ranting helped out. Follow-up question: would you suggest against posting your personal vehicle when detailing it on your business page 1 to 2 times a month?
If they don't know it's your personal vehicle, I'm okay with that.
You
If-
can lie and
this
say
is a
a
really-
loyal
I
customer
would,
came
here's
in.
one thing I would try and do,
Customer, yeah.
Chris, is try and do 50-50 shots of your personal vehicle. Because I always would forget, and so it was always nice to at least have that.
This guy wants me to rotate his tires,
Yeah.
but he's a good customer.
So, Yeah, I'd always just I'd do 50/50s on your own car. It makes it a little easier. That way you don't have to feel, one, you don't put anybody, like I did have a friend of mine, they gave me their van, 15-passenger van. It was their family car. They used it for rafting trips, all this kind of stuff. They had 4 or 5 kids. And my buddy figured out it was much cheaper to buy a van than to buy a Suburban.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, I can get a brand new van with all the same stuff as I could with a Suburban for $15,000-$20,000 less. So that's what he did. But his wife was very grossed out by their big van. She brought it in to get it detailed. And I asked her, I said, can I take some pictures and can I post them first?
Yeah.
And she said, yes, but it's very embarrassing for me. And I took them. I didn't post who they were on the name, but I did a 50/50. And it was one of my biggest changes or transformations, and people really liked it. And so always ask, make sure. But I felt bad because I couldn't tag them in that. She ended up tagging herself because she felt guilty that was her car. But the point is, do 50/50s on your own car. It makes it a lot easier, especially because I used to forget all the time to take a 50/50. Then Bait Addict wants to know, he says, I'm so happy I have headphones on at work. Baiting and jagging off could sound very different to others walking by. You're right, dude.
Yeah.
Shabadab Riaz. How does it make you feel that life in general will come to an abrupt end at some point in time? The universe will come to a close, making everything overachieve totally insignificant.
Well,
I feel great.
Well, now that you
that's
say
a Morgan
something-
question, actually.
All right, Morgan, answer that.
I feel great.
Okay, all right. Focus RS. Dane's on the run. Swapping cars is a popular method to avoid the cops. I think he's Breaking Bad. Don't trust the fake snow he uses on his Christmas tree.
So, well, the thing is Dane would drive. What's the car inside the Pontiac?
The
Aztec.
Dane would drive that.
Oh, it's a total Dane car.
Dane,
It's got a cooler
an
in the
Aztec
front,
is absolutely
seats in the
a
back.
Dane
I
car.
wouldn't be surprised that Dane would
Speakers that
flock
drop
the
down.
Jag dash with the same stuff that he flocks his Christmas tree with.
Oh yeah.
Oh, when
He'd
you're-
be flocking hard.
when you're jagging off, you're gonna flock
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Going down. So Danny Angelo says, "Sir, are you watching YouTube while driving?" Dane, why certainly, officer. Actually, Dane does not believe in listening and
Says-
driving.
Oh, he's
with
listening right now.
with headphones.
It's a TRC line show. I can never miss it.
Live.
That's what Dane would be saying to the police officer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bait Addict says, some interesting questions now. Anthony, you ever dyno the Evo? Curious to know how much power you're making. I have a big build coming up to upgrade upgrade clutch, flywheel, and some other goodies in the S4. Cool. That's awesome.
Do you have an Evo?
I do sometimes. So fun fact is I actually picked my friend Jason's Evo up from the body shop today. He had a little
Low
fender,
PSI Evo.
little
on
fender bender,
Instagram.
and I went and picked his up. I was actually sitting on the parking lot right now. It's got 550 wheel horsepower on E85. It's pretty crazy. Sounds pretty crazy. My Evo is a modest 325 wheel horsepower and 330 wheel torque. It is, definitely a different beast than what's outside there. So it's not super fast, but it is reliable, and I like the reliable power more than the sketchy fast power, in my personal opinion.
I wish I had a car with turbo boost.
Yeah, Jason's Lopes. Jason, you can hear the turbo from the exhaust, and I'm like, yeah, this is a lot. This is like next level. And a lot of people have been asking me today, like on Instagram, they're like, hey, does that make you want to do that? And I'm like I appreciate it, but no.
I would
'Cause-
much
Well,
rather have a cam
That's like
V8.
Dane when he was talking about the new Jag and the paddle shifting and how it actually
he said
worked,
the paddle shifters shift
which was a really great thing.
for a car that does that. We are
Yeah.
pretty stoked.
I told him one of the neatest things is that my Camry does the same thing with the paddle shifters. I can
The-
shift too with my paddle shifter.
And it actually changes gears
And it
that
actually
way.
changes gears that way.
It's
which
not
is-
just a looks thing.
No, it's that's what they're for. They're
Well,
paddle shifters. They
Dane is
work,
in the same
too.
boat now, so if you want to shift together,
We could paddle shift
Jag,
together.
you can jag when you can both be jagging off inside the Jag, and you can shift form if you would like.
But then I have to reach over.
Yeah. Well, that's
Well,
you're already reaching
I
over.
already know how to do that though.
Yeah.
This is
I'm used to paddle
illegal.
shifting.
Illegal.
Bait Addict, Master of Shine
That's
Details,
love.
great business name. You're right, buddy. Focus RS, the car detailing company. Hey, that's a nice one. Someone Googles car detailing, and hopefully you come up with word matches. That's a good one to think of. Focus. Christopher Beard, referring to the detailing name question, my company's name is Beard's Detailing and Reconditioning. There
It's
you go.
perfect.
Jerry Joseph, what's a great dressing product for wheel wells? I like spraying OptiBond.
Yeah.
50/50 with
Opti
water and
bond.
an HVLP gun.
Or get yourself some shine
Or
all.
some Shine-All. Ben Stroka, tip, don't do the initial base layer of Meguiar's hybrid ceramic wax when there's dew, because that car won't stop heading.
Mountain Dew.
Beating.
Okay, beating. Lol. G. Davis, Dane, if you can hear me, please put pants on when you get to Oklahoma. That's a good tip by G. Davis.
Oklahoma.
Jerry Joseph, Levi, any planned drivetrain upgrades, i.e. brakes with the big wheels on the Suburban? Yes, Jerry. One of my long list of items is to do full EBC upgrade, caliper or rotors and pads on the Suburban. So I'm gonna go with some nicer discs, and
You should
some
hit
pads
them
to
up
look them nice.
in
So,
November or end of
We'll
October.
reach out to EBC and see what we can do. Can you use Beadmaker and O&R in the same bucket to wash the car? No.
What?
Bait addict, honestly, the older I get, I realize I'd rather have a reliable modded car that makes less power than the highest a platform goes than to be at the limit of the car and always be scared something may break. Yes, that's why I love my 2006 Hyundai Elantra high-performance machine. All I've ever had to do is change out wiper blades and tires and brake pads.
Well, it's funny is that
Batteries as
people
well.
people are always like, oh, like the Civic, your Civic, Anthony, isn't very fast and all this
Yeah.
stuff and all that. And I'm like, dude, like,
Who's saying that your
like-
Civic isn't
like,
fast?
like people, like,
People
your
who wanna
Civic-
race it,
Your
they
Civic's
think
like
it's
not
like-
very fast.
for the joke.
Yeah, your Civic's not very fast, and I'm just sitting here. I'm like,
Pop the hood.
well, first off, pop the hood.
Yeah,
right.
pop the
You'll
hood.
see that I actually have VTEC in this thing. That doesn't obviously help the
honey.
argument. But the thing is you know what? I know that car will never let me down
Yeah, it's a good little car.
ever.
Does all its stuff.
Knock on wood. Please knock on wood.
One of the other mods I want to do is I need a roof basket, very large roof basket. So Yakima, if you're listening, I've reached out numerous times.
Mega Warrior
Oh
with
my
the
need a
God.
Mega
extension.
Warrior with an
I
extension.
reached out through multiple emails.
Please,
Um,
please.
I have sent multiple emails. I've
Okay.
also filled out the forms on there online as well. Still waiting to hear from you. I will see you in November.
Want me to reach
We'll
out?
see you in court.
Wondering where my roof basket
Yeah,
is.
I will see you
I'll,
November in person and
yeah.
put the pressure on then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Foreman just ordered the Big Red Sponge and O&R. How long would O&R last in a bucket if I was washing the car at the weekend? And does the sponge stay in the bucket of O&R? Thanks, guys. Yes, Paul. Leave it in the bucket. O&R, the Big Red Sponge needs to sleep in that bucket.
Sleep.
And O&R will last up to about 3 weeks if all you have is a bucket of O&R with a Big Red Sponge. I don't ever seal the lid. I just keep it open so it can breathe, like a fine whiskey or wine.
But
Yeah.
there's dust
Yeah.
on the outside. It's fine.
A little dust on the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be.
Bait addict Levi, have you ever dynoed the Sonata? Wonder if you'd make the power of an E46 M3. I mean Elantra. No, I have not. I think it's about 120 from the factory. It's a peppy little.
120 more than the E46 M3.
We should
120 total.
race
More than
the S10 versus
Sure.
the Elantra. You would probably win just because of your
When
automatic.
it's front wheel drive and it's an automatic.
Well, I got those Corvette stickies on there.
Yeah, those are probably you get some good
I got
hookup.
275s on the rear and the front. Let me tell you, that truck was not designed to have 275s
Dame's
in
got
the front.
275s in the or 255s in the front, 295s in the rear, or 275s in the rear too.
And you
Dane
know what I
should have just
hear?
bought a S10 and put Corvette wheels on it. Why did he go all the way down there to get a Jag? He didn't need to.
Yeah, just to run a wider wheel setup.
Yeah, he could have just done that on the
You
S10.
got to do all this to change the oil?
Yeah,
Man, that's
weird.
crazy. G. Davis wants to. Oh, Samnath Gosh. Tell that Scotty Kilmer. Okay. G. Davis, will there be a special TRC review show for Anthony's wedding?
Yeah, this coming Monday. We ran out of time this last week.
We
so.
literally ran out of time.
So Baydak says, Anthony, real talk, show your bank account to those guys and point out the lack of random car parts you have to purchase for the Civic since it doesn't break. They'll be real jealous then.
True.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, and it still gets more likes than just
Well, it's the pictures.
the pictures.
It's the content.
Focus RS says Q&A during the wedding. What if we have questions that need answers?
We already did the
We already
wedding.
did the wedding. Wedding's over, man.
I was going to go
Wedding's
live.
a done deal.
I was going to go live, but it was too nice of a service to go live for that.
Jerry Joseph says, Anthony, what do you think about the current gen Civics? I think they're really nice. I have seen them. I've sat in them, and I am pretty impressed. I mean, really. I mean, they're just nice. They're nice cars. haven't really like driven one, but like the new Type R's, pretty crazy. I wish I could afford one, but they're pretty cool. I like them a lot. Yeah.
Nice.
Christopher Beard says, "Heard you guys say you should keep in the BRS in a bag with some O&R in it. How important is that? Mine's been chilling in the garage on the detailing cart for months untouched, exposed to all the elements."
Just a bag of sponge?
So the Optimum states they recommend you leave the Big Red Sponge in the O&R. When you pull it out, it does cause the foam to deteriorate a little bit. So they just want to make sure that you can keep up. If you want to get the most out of your Big Red Sponge, keep it in the bucket. For those of you that don't want to keep it in a bucket, we recommend putting it in a bag with O&R in it. That way it can stay wet. That's the biggest thing, because when it starts to dry out and one part's wet, it starts to harden weird. So that's it, man. Just be careful with it. Yoshi, is there another Wash Wednesday planned before SEMA? We hope so. Ben Stroka, best first car for high school enthusiasts under 8,000. Currently looking at not naturally aspirated Miatas. I want to see what my other options.
You can buy Danes for $6,000.
Yeah, Dane's got a Miata for $6,000. It's a 1991 with 200,000 miles on it.
217,000 miles on it.
But
don't
you
be
can find
afraid.
it on Facebook Marketplace for Idaho under Miatas. G. Davis, when Dane goes missing outside of El Paso, will Nate be the permanent Q&A replacement, or will you be holding auditions? P.S. I'm available. That's a toughie. Greg Davis is a barrel of laughs, and his wife makes delicious treats. He's also retired, so he could relocate if needed.
I can hear you.
Oh, hey, bud. What's going on? Sorry, I forgot you were right there.
That's fine. You can have it.
Outside of El Paso. I just think that's where it would happen, though.
Yeah,
Without-
so
without
we go in the
pants.
Q&A, and we're like, Greg's here. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
He's got he's no pants, animal style, the whole car inside.
There's a raccoon blew out over the back window. Well, I'm not going to say what. Okay,
Rolling out a Barstow.
Yeah, so we got a bait addict that says, "Congrats, Anthony. Hope you have many happy years to come with your wife." I'm hoping for a few good years. Like
Just
I'm
a few?
hoping for if it's like the next 60 years of our life, right?
Yeah.
Before we're dead, I'm hoping like for if I can get like 15 of those just to be perfect.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good ratio.
I dig that. That'd be all right.
Yeah.
I'm almost there. This year will be 15.
60 years.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
you're going for
sounds-
60. I thought you said 15.
60. No, 15 really good ones.
Yeah,
Like,
that
really
sounds-
just
that sounds
money.
nice.
Out of
Perfect.
60.
Out of 60.
Well, not 15 consecutive could be.
Levi's like, you're probably going to be a little lower than that, but just be prepared.
So, but
No,
are
I've
you
had 15
are you
years. I don't know
talking
what you're
like
talking about.
an hour here?
I've had a great
30 minutes
15 years.
here.
You're like, Carly's watching right now. It's been perfect.
No, it's always has. Yes, they are getting a little hard, but the years
15
always
years
turn out
total of 5 minutes at a time. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, those were good 5 minutes.
I love my wife, and I am very happy we're
Yeah.
married. Yes.
Paul
It's gonna be
Foreman, do you
awesome.
guys know where I can find the PNS brake buster from in the UK? Paul, that's going to be a toughie. You're going to need to contact PNS for that one. Masterson's Car Care, we are watching.
Hello.
Masterson
What's
Car
going
Care
on,
in the
Greg?
house.
What's
What's
going
up,
on?
dudes? Focus RS, I'm willing to fill Dane's shoes. If it helps, I have a contact at Pepsi.
Automatic.
Focus RS just bumped
Well,
right up the
we're-
list.
It's like a bidding process.
Yeah.
This is
How
what
much
this is.
Pepsi and or Iron
I've always
Brew
wanted
can you
an
bring into
Australian
this?
friend.
Yeah. Solo Details, best way to strip old coating, power clean 1-to-1, or just straight power clean if you want to go crazy.
yeah.
But no, 1-to-1's the safest way. Solo Details, no, needs machine polishing. True, Bait Addict, you do need to machine polish, but most poor ceramic coatings can actually fracture.
Did he
from
say
power
ceramic?
clean.
I think he just said coating.
Just old coatings can break from power clean. So, Danny Israel, it's great to have a reliable Evo Garage Queen sitting in the garage on jacks to prevent flat spots. A nice
Yes.
quiet exhaust note for the weekly startup.
Yes. Just
Quite nice.
just
What
it
kind
is
of jacks
quite
did
nice.
you get? Race ramps?
So Jacks, that's a great question. I'm actually
Harbor
on
Freight?
the Harbor Freight low pro jack
2.5
solution
ton?
package,
2 ton,
Nice.
1.5 ton.
and it has been a great.
You got two of them, just just pumped up.
I
all
have
the time?
actually I have 4.
Yeah,
if-
one
for each corner?
for when I need. Yeah, for
Got
when I
little
need
jack
them.
booties.
Yeah, and I don't have jack booties, and I
No.
want to know where to get the jack booties.
I think you get them
just
at
put
Harbor
some Rag
Freight.
Company towels on top.
You just
of
get the
them.
booties from.
I think
them.
so.
Okay, because I am so I don't know about you guys. I am a hockey puck guy when it comes to jacking at my car. So
hockey
I don't
puck guy.
I don't go metal to metal.
Hockey pucks don't sit well in the jack.
You need a booty.
In the round jack, in the round jack
not
they
the jack
do.
stand.
Not so much the jack stand.
Steady,
That would be dangerous. No, it so I
Damn
use,
you, hockey puck.
Trying to bounce off. You fuck
So-
on top of the jack.
I've had the same hockey puck for like 10 years that I've
Lengthwise.
used for all of my jagging off has
So
been
it cradles into the.
Just
so
scopes it
well
nicely.
just because when you go metal on metal, right, you'll
Right,
find that
yeah.
it bends.
You need to put some rubber
it'll,
between that.
It'll bend things
Yeah,
or it'll damage
understand.
things. So I've always just
No, it's
used.
That's what they say.
fine.
Gotta,
I
when
go-
the friction gets
I
going. you
go
gotta put
raw
some
on
rubber
the
between
Tacoma
it.
all the time.
go
It's-
raw?
Yeah, it's
Watch
fine.
your mouth.
Dude, I don't. Yeah, I won't go. I won't go
I
metal
hate
and metal.
this. How much longer? 3
Fade
minutes.
Addict. Solo details, no. Needs machine polishing. We already answered that. Danny Israel, it's great to have a relate. We already did that. Ben Stroka. Carnuba Detailing has used Breakbuster Straight to remove coatings, and it works amazing. There you go. Try some of that. I don't always recommend using Breakbuster Straight on paint, though. G. Davis says, Kim says she'll pay my TRC salary if you hire me.
Oh, wow.
Kim's like, get him out of the
I love that.
house.
That is great. That was sweet of her. Solo
we love
Details.
Kim.
What are your thoughts on the Detail Guard's new pad cleaning system? We have one. We haven't tried it enough to really give our thoughts. Jerry Joseph, Levi, if you had to pay for the wrap on the Suburban, how much would it have cost you? About $3,500. Christopher Beard, Dane will be back on the podcast soon, but really enjoying Nate on the show. Can we get a 5th chair pulled to the table?
Oh, that's gonna get very
look at that.
cozy.
I like
I'm
that.
not
That feels
fond
really
of
good
that
after
idea.
the
Now,
slap
it's
on the
already-
face that I just went through.
Pretty warm
I
in
will
here.
tell you guys, we are in the process of building a new studio.
With 5 chairs.
With
Should be
5
able-
chairs,
able
so
to
there
hold
should be
more
able to
people.
hold a lot more people and have a little more room. So
A permanent guest.
I think it'll be good.
Actually, I'm not a guest anymore. I can get my
Yeah.
own water.
Yeah, that's true. You can. Solo Details. Thanks, Fade Addict. Thought it would help to break it down. Solo Details. You'll need to go through decon prior.
I'm done.
Did you guys see the Marlex pump sprayers? Interesting to see how that is versus the IK. G. Davis, a hockey puck is also great at preventing electrical shocks.
Nice.
You put them in your gloves,
Yeah. Hans,
like the pucks right in the. It's inconvenient, but it's safe.
Hans, Paul Foreman, look at clean and shiny. Maybe they have it. They do not carry PNS, Hans.
Yeah.
So, anybody else down there?
We got a minute and 20 seconds left to get your questions in.
Come on, guys.
We're
Get
having
it-
a lot
get
of
it
fun
happening.
here. We're cracking jokes.
Come on, we keep it light. We keep it fun.
I mean, this is the Jagging Off 2019 tour. Dane's over there.
I'm excited to
he's-
drive it.
I don't think he's going to let you drive it.
No, he will.
I don't know how to drive.
Well,
paddle
it's easy.
shifters.
He puts his keys on his desk every day,
Yeah.
and he
We
sits
say,
at his desk and
Dane, we're going to go
forgets
wash
time.
your car
He
for
won't-
you. And he says, oh, okay.
Yeah, we just run it down to the
And-
car wash.
Do you
and
think
then-
he'll still edit a lot,
Yeah.
I think
or
he
will he be out and enjoying?
Enjoying Jagging Off.
Yeah.
That's hard to say because sometimes when you're new at jagging off,
Yeah.
you do want to do it all the time.
Yeah. It's like a new toy.
So,
It
yeah.
is a new toy,
It
technically.
is a new toy for him. So
It's
Yeah.
new to
And
he
him.
thank you
might
guys for
he might
coming
be
to
headed
this week's
he might be
live
headed
Q&A. It's been so
you
much
know,
fun.
out to do that more
Oh,
often.
Yeah.
this is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Well, probably without Liz. He probably,
Yeah.
yeah, just doing it on his own.
Well,
it's
you got to
usually-
remember it's a drive home.
Yeah.
So he might take the scenic route home
yeah.
just so he can get as much jagging off time in.
How
as
big is that
possible.
passenger seat for
Yeah.
them bergs?
Pretty
For the-
big.
For the
You
burgers?
just got to pick
Yeah.
up them burgers
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
Hi.
guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please follow Great Dane Films on Instagram and keep up with Dane on the Jag Adventure 2019
Yeah.
as he makes his way
Careful.
back up from Texas to Boise in his new toy.
Yeah.
And as always, guys, stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. And we'll catch you guys next week.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
See ya.